And we are live. What is up, everybody, and welcome to the top 20 worst moves in Big Brother history. I'm here today with Tim, once again, part of the Big Brother discussion group. Say hi.
Hello.
And we are here with a special guest, Zach, Captain Zach Sparrow. Say hi.
Aloha. Aloha.
You guys both played in YouTube Survivor, so you might know them from there. Anyways, so today I got Tim, and I did not get Zach to make a list, but I got Romeo to make a list. But Romeo was not able to make it unless he makes it midway through, so then I compiled the list. I made them each make a top 25 list, compiled them together, and now I have the top 20 absolute worst moves in Big Brother history. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll go with some honorable mentions first, just rolling them off of the top of, or whatever did not make the list real quick. Paul evicting James at the final 3 in Big Brother 18. He would not have won against James because the jury was bitter anyways, so I don't see that as a bad move. It was on Romeo's list, no one else's. Thoughts on that?
What was it up?
Yep.
What was his number for that?
Like 20, maybe 18. Let me check. 18,
I think Paul had lost whoever he went to the finals with, so it didn't really matter.
He should have won. He didn't win.
You know my feelings on Paul.
Yeah, he had a 14 on his list. My bad. Also, number 17 on his list was Devon targeting Tiffany in Big Brother 18. I had that as an honorable mention on my list. It wasn't that bad. Devon would not have won anyways. She's a bad Big Brother player. Enough said. Thoughts?
Yeah.
She'd be great at Survivor, but she just cannot play Big Brother.
She said other networks about ever approaching her, so maybe she'll be on Survivor soon.
Maybe. She might actually be good at that.
Yeah.
Number 18 was Paul backdooring Devon. That was not a bad move at all. I don't understand it on Romeo's part. Number 20 was one that I actually did not put on my honorable mention list at all. Was Jerry not nominating Memphis and Dan at the final 5.
How is he supposed to know that's the final 2? How?
What do you mean?
How is Jerry supposed to know that's the final 2?
Well, Jerry, I don't know. Why wouldn't you nominate Memphis and Dan? Why would you nominate Keisha?
Because
That's a fair point.
Keisha and Rennie were a duo?
Yeah, so were Dan and Memphis.
But when you're stuck with two duos, I'd rather take out the more powerful duo than the.
Well, that would have been Memphis and Dan. That would have been
We
Memphis.
didn't know that they were a duo because Dan nominated Memphis every time he had HOH. So, how was he supposed to know?
I think it was a bad move, but it didn't make my list.
Yeah.
That's like a hindsight move. If he knew everything, of course it's a bad move, but he doesn't know it. It's a secret pair for a reason.
Even if you look at it not from a alliance standpoint, Memphis and I forgot his name.
Dan.
Yeah.
Memphis and Dan are good comp threats compared to Keisha, so I'd still rather take them out.
All right. Judd not using the power veto on Alyssa. This is not a bad move at all. I don't know why he has it on his list. So, yeah. Devin nominating Zach.
Just Devin's HOH.
Yeah, basically Devin's HOH. That was a complete mess. I think we all know
Devin
that.
was a complete mess.
Yeah. Screw Devin. All right, number
I thought it was
20.
honorable mention, right? Just Devin's HOH as a general.
Yeah, yes, I had that on my honorable mention list too. Didn't make my list.
Because there's too much he messed up on. It wasn't one single move.
23 on his list is Alyssa nominating Aaron. I see that as one of those hindsight moves that you were talking about.
Yeah.
That bad. Audrey being psycho in Big Brother 17. That was an honorable mention on my list also.
Audrey was terrifying on BP17.
She was a horrible player. And then
I couldn't have lived in that house.
Spencer nominating Judd at the final 5.
Who was he supposed to nominate?
Yeah.
Andy?
I don't get that.
I thought that was a good move because Judd would have been a big threat come finals.
Yeah, I think that was a good move. We'll go to some of the lesser ones that Tim has that didn't quite make the list at all. Adria's HOH in Big Brother 4. You're the only one to have that.
Big Brother 5.
Oh, Big Brother 5, my bad. I get them confused. They're so irrelevant.
She was one of the twins. She got on a freaking power surge. And then she,
Yeah, I remember that. 23 on your list. Number 25 is one that I had. Both Tim and I had it on our list, but it only came in with 3 points. It was Roddy telling Amy that he would evict Amy at the final 6. So Amy and Roddy were on the block together, and Amy was all willing to use her power veto to save Roddy. And then Roddy's like, "No, don't do that. Use it, or don't use it." And then, like, he's all willing to use it on him, and he would have been safe. He would have been in the final 5. He would have been able to take out Jason and Danielle. But instead, no, don't use it. So then they don't use it. Roddy gets evicted 3-zip. 2-zip. 3-zip. So bad move. Just opportunity wasted. Cowboy evicting Nokomis over Diane. I was shocked because I had this number 15 on my list. And it was
almost.
I do too. But Tim had it 24 on his list. Romeo didn't have it on his list at all. I had it 15. I don't understand how this did not make the top 20.
Because Romeo's list is shit.
That's true.
I think Romeo's list is probably based off the newer seasons.
It is for the most part, pretty much. Some of his higher up ones aren't, but
it's just British problems. We struggle to watch it.
Erica putting Danielle up over Will. That was a really bad move. I had that.
That's an honorable mention?
Yeah, it's an honorable mention. You have it 21, and I have it like 17, I think, maybe.
That should be like one of the early, like one of the.
Yeah, I'm
because
pretty
it worked
sure.
out for her. She did get final 2.
Yeah. All right, Devin. Joey telling Devin about the All Girls Alliance in Big Brother 16. That's just stupid. Don't know where she was going with that. Frank saving Dan. I don't understand that move. Tim, could you explain?
That was the dance funeral.
Oh,
So
I see
like
that.
Jen,
I see that as a good move on Dan's part, not a bad move on Frank's part.
Okay.
Adam not using the power veto in Big Brother 13. I don't think it mattered at all. It mattered 0 in the game.
I mean,
It's not like Kalia would have taken him to final 2, and it's not like Kalia.
if he got there, at least he might have beat someone.
The only person he could have beat was Portia, because Portia did absolutely nothing in this game. Portia did less than Adam.
I mean, no, look at the jury. There's 4 returnees, and if he acted like nice to all of them,
Which he did.
maybe he beats Shelly, maybe he beats Kalia.
Oh, screw. Well, of course.
There's 4 returnees. There's Jeff Jordan and Brendan and Rachel, all jury.
Yeah, I know. Was Shelly still in the game at that point?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Maybe
Okay.
Kalia,
Yeah.
Portia. If he beats both of those,
I
that's
don't know. I still don't think he would have beat Kalia. I think Kalia was too strong of a player.
You gotta look at the jury. Maybe.
Then next up, honorable mention. That's pretty much. Oh yeah, here is a big one that I do not understand. Did not make anyone else's list except for mine. Kale in Big Brother 8 tries to convince Danielle to evict Dick in week 2. How did that not make anybody's list? You're expecting her to evict her own dad.
I think it could have been on the point, though, they didn't get along at first, did they? Dick and Danielle, so
Yeah.
Correct,
they
but
had
still.
the prior problems.
But my problem is, it's so early in the game. You don't know these people. You know this one person, and you know that this one person will not ever evict or, nominate you. So why would you evict him?
Look at it. It's better trying to do it early game than do it in the late game when you've sorted all the problems you already had out.
But they never sorted the problems.
No, but they work together. There's still a chance if they've got loads of problems early game to keep the separation there, whereas later game they're going to have chance to build the bond.
And I don't.
It was probably last case. It's not like she was like, I'm gonna get this vote. It was like, might as well try for her vote. You never know.
I think it was
I mean, if you're targeting someone, you're better to try with everyone than.
Taryn Armstrong. Taryn Armstrong agrees with me, so I'm just gonna.
No, I agree with you. I'm just trying to put some form of logic to it in general.
I still don't see any bit of logic. That's why I have it number 11 on my list. Just missed my top 10. And then finally, number 21 on the list that missed the cut. It was only on Tim's list. Big Brother 9. Jacob upsetting Parker and Jen in week 1.
Really bad.
Tim, please explain.
It's Jose. It's basically Jose. If you've seen BB-18, it's Jose. That's literally what he did. He did Jose. Yes, it is. He was like, you know what? I'm going to talk to everyone, and I'm going to tell everyone that Parker is a snake.
But Parker and Jen were not in any position of power.
Yes, he was. They were the HOH. Or whatever. They were the couple in power. It was before. It's really weird.
I'm not a Big Brother 9 historian, but
Neither am I. But I know, like, they were like, it was really weird. I forget how it went. But they were the things in power, and he was like, Parker's a snake. I hate Parker. To Jen. He went to Jen and said Parker's a snake. He went to their duo and said he's a snake.
Another bad move that I want to briefly mention, Natalie playing both sides of Big Brother 9 while we're on the topic of Big Brother 9. So it's Final 5. You have Ryan and Adam on this side. You have Sheila and that other person that everyone forgets about on this side. And then you have Natalie Kuhnel in the middle.
Sharon.
Who?
Sharon.
Yeah, whatever Tim said.
Sharon.
Whoever the fuck Karen is. Karen.
Karen.
I don't know.
She's the one robbed. She was the one robbed by that rodent question.
No, that was Sheila.
No, I'm pretty sure that's Sharon.
No, Sharon wasn't even in the final 3. It was Sheila.
Yeah, it was Final 4. It was the HOH at Final 4 that it was robbed.
I'm pretty sure it was the final 3 HOH.
I don't know nothing about BB9.
All right, whatever. Natalie tells Adam and Ryan that she's going to work with them and take out Sheila. She tells Sheila and Sharon that she's going to work with them and take out Adam. But then Sheila wins the veto, and she gets caught by Ryan. And then she tells Sheila with the veto, I'm going to work with Ryan and Adam to the end. While she has the veto and she's on the block. And then she gets evicted. It's just a stupid late game move. You should have told them that you were going to stick with the girls. Then I think Adam was on the block next to her. He would have gone. Complete different season. Natalie's stupid. All right, so let's head right in.
Sharon.
No, we're talking about Natalie. Natalie was the one that was in the middle, though.
I just wanted to say Sharon. Jacob's move is really bad. You need to watch like the first week of BB9 to show how bad it is.
I don't want to watch BB9.
No, you just
the sounds
watch
of
the
it.
first week. That's it.
Okay. All right, we're heading into the top 20. Number
just look
20.
about Jacob fucking up Parker and Jen, and then
It's Jacob Held. Anyways,
Jacob Held.
Number 20. What do we think it is?
Something of mine that only made it on mine.
Correct.
Oh, it's Nathan using the POV, and then Zach can talk about it because he watched the season.
Number 20 is Nathan using the power of veto on Allison in Big Brother 4. It made it to number 9 on Tim's list, and it only got 17 points. So, Tim, could you please explain what happened?
Zach, do you know what move I'm talking about?
I know, but this is your list. I'm letting you describe it.
Thank you. I think. Oh yeah, this was Dana's HOH, which I had that as an honorable mention. Is that since most people don't know the season, there was 8 people, and then there was 4 exes that joined. Forget their names, but
Scott.
they were the 4 exes. So there was this G was one of them, but he was like the worst one anyway.
God.
So there's the final 8 Elite 8 Alliance, right? So I forget what point this was at, but
It's like fourth week.
yes, and Dana flipped on the Elite 8, which was a really bad move, and nommed Allison and someone else. I think it was
And
like
Jack,
David.
was it?
No, it wasn't
I
Jack.
think
No, it wasn't Jack. It
I'm
was like
sure it was Jack.
I'm
This
pretty
is
sure it
the
was
week-
Jack.
No, it
This is
was.
the week David
No,
went
it was
home.
Jack. It was Jack
it was
because
Jack.
it was David and Jack that were against each other.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
Jack. You're right. It was Jack. Anyway, so Jack and Allison, and Nathan wins POV, uses POV on Allison, and then David goes home, even though Allison was the target. And then the next week, everyone goes after Nathan because I think everyone hated Allison or something.
I'm pretty sure Dana went the next week, didn't she?
Okay,
and then
well,
it was
that's 2
Nathan.
weeks later.
Yeah, they just got all of them wiped out basically.
So it was a bad move because it put a target on Nathan's back,
That was
and he
already
left.
there.
You don't know that?
Yep.
Okay.
Nathan was
He left unanimously, didn't he, as well?
Yeah.
believe
Like
so.
everyone voted
al-
for him.
almost unanimous. I think it was if Allison was still in the game, I think she might have saved him. That would have been it.
I don't
Yeah.
think so.
But I don't even think she saved him. I think that.
Wait, did you just say if Allison was still in the game?
Yeah, Allison made final 2.
Oh yeah. I'm not. a big
That's how much you don't know about season 4. That's how much you don't know about season 4.
I know her last name. It's Allison Irwin. But
It's because she came back for the All Star season.
yeah, pretty much. I'm not a big Brother 4 historian.
No shit. No
So,
shit.
This
So,
is like the second time you said that now about different seasons.
well, there's 3 seasons that I'm not good at. That's Big Brother 4, Big Brother 5, and Big Brother 9. Every other season, I would call myself, well, except M1, of course, but 1 doesn't exist in my books. So every other season, I'm a historian at. The others, I'm not. 4, 5, and 9. Gotta rewatch them.
I'm only like a Big Brother 7 historian.
So, yeah, that was a move that happened, I guess, in the game. Number 19. What do we think number 19 is going to be? What is it?
Is it something on my list?
Nope, this only appeared on Romeo's list.
Oh, then it's something stupid like
So it's
Davon
gonna be
getting
something
evicted
modern.
week 2 or something. Is it something stupid?
It's pretty
it's
stupid.
going to be so stupid.
Okay.
I didn't even
What-
think of this when I was coming up with my list. Like, it didn't even cross my
We
mind.
might need a new list maker, honestly. Can we have Zach make a
I
list?
think we should. Yeah, I'll make list.
All right, here, number 19 is in Big Brother 16. This is number 8 on his list, by the way. Nicole and Donnie nominating Jocasta and Victoria. I think this
think
is at
Rome-
final 11.
That's-
Romeo's list isn't based off of what are actual bad moves. It's when his faves go home. That's what this is. Literally
I mean,
every one of them.
No, this is. I get what he's saying. This is a
I
bit
get
of
what he's
a
saying.
hindsight move. I think if they, yeah,
They should have nominated like Zach and Frankie or something like that.
or Frankie and Caleb and
Zach.
Cody and Derek.
Well, Nicole, at this point, Nicole trusted Derek. Donnie did not. Nicole. did.
Well,
So-
then no, Derek does, or Donnie does Derek and Cody, and then Nicole does
yeah, but
Frank and Zach.
Nicole would have like talked Donnie out of nominating Derek at least, and probably Cody too, and then someone like fucking I don't know Zach,
Victoria.
maybe Zach and Victoria would have gone up or something like that, or Zach and
But battle the block at final 11. That's so like
Frankie.
ridiculous. That's why it's a bad
Zach and
season.
Hayden would have gone up or something like that. Because at that point in the game, I feel like
No,
Nicole sacrificed Hayden before she sacrificed Derek or Cody.
Which is dumb.
Yeah, definitely.
But
I mean, you don't see certain. I guess you won't see it unless you're outside of the house. You're not going to see everything when you're in there. Like,
Yeah,
she
I
could've
think
just
that's
been
a
under the
very,
influence
very
there.
big hindsight move. I don't understand this position
Yeah.
at all.
I mean, like, I would have seen it if it was like number 25, 24, to the end of his list, honorable
Yeah.
mention on his list. Number 8 on the list, I think that's fucking ridiculous.
As I said, it's probably just because he loved both of the people who were up.
I mean, Jocasta was cool and
It's-
all. I did not like Victoria, but Jocasta
The-
was cool and all.
Jocasta did nothing at all.
Yeah, I
The
mean,
whole
but-
game, she just made funny faces.
She was like she cried. Remember that
She
one
had the
time?
bow
She
tie.
cried.
She had the
cried.
bow tie.
No, she did make a good move. She cried to let Donnie use the power of veto on her.
Well, no. That was the week.
Yeah.
Devin. That was the week Devin went home. I think anyone would have used POV.
I don't know about that. Jocasta
Yeah.
made a move, guys. Jocasta for All Stars.
I'd like to see Jocasta back to actually competing so I can get some more funny gifts. That'd be about it, though.
All right. So next up, we have a tie for 18th. One of these.
Zach can break the tie.
Yeah, Zach will break the tie here. One of these only appears on Romeo's list. Very high.
Oh, so that's gonna be 18th.
No, it's actually. I had it as on.
That one, I think you got one.
Too. And then the other one, I believe, was very low on all of our lists. Let me check and see if it was on your list.
Okay, this one definitely deserves it over whatever Romeo has.
All right, so the one Romeo had on his list was
Is it crap?
in Big Brother 6, Kesar using the giving up HOH to Jennifer.
No. This is so hindsight.
No,
This is another
I'd-
hindsight move. What did he rank it as? Like 7?
no, I mean,
He ranked it as number 6.
I will class it. I class it as a bad move because you've got the opportunity to completely be safe no matter what,
Like,
and you give it to someone else to trust them. You don't trust anyone in Big Brother. That's rule number 1. Give HOH to someone. I wouldn't. Even if it got me out the next week, that's another week he could have been in the house.
That's true. And Kesar was
But, like,
pretty.
but number 6?
Yeah, I wouldn't vote it. No, I mean, I'd put it in the top 20, top 15, not number 6 though.
Okay, what's the other one?
The other one
Zach can break the
was-
tie.
Let's see. It appeared number 19 on Romeo's list, number 14 on your list, Tim, and it was number 25 on my list. It was in Big Brother 17 when Julia at the Final 6 veto targets Austin instead of going for Vanessa.
It's got to be worse than Kaiser.
So
I'd say that's better than the KZR one, definitely. That's a bigger fuck up.
Thank you.
Like,
yeah, like I mean, the Oz twins were going to make it all the
yeah,
way to Final 3. Then
Well, that's if Julia wins. Let's.
she would have had a better chance if Vanessa was gone from the competition than Austin.
yeah. It's not even that. You're targeting your own twins' boyfriend, basically.
Yeah, I mean, like it was just stupid, and it all came from like we trust Vanessa more than Austin, or Julia trusts Vanessa more than Austin, and this shows why Julia Nolan is one of the dumbest Big Brother players of all time, in my opinion.
You should have just scrapped that whole twin twist.
Yeah, I mean, like I didn't think Liz did much, but she did more than what Julia did, and Julia
Yeah.
provided nothing to the house except a number for Vanessa's side.
Liz played a good social game. Julia just came in and was known as, oh, it's Liz's twin.
Yeah.
So the irrelevant.
So
Number
what?
19.
So
Oh.
which number 19 was the one where Donnie and Nicole nominated
Nicole.
Victoria, and what's
15 is Kaiser. 17 is.
and then you're ranking
So
17th Julia.
I'd say, yeah.
All right. Perfect. We flew
Much
through.
better. I like this.
All right.
I get why Kaiser's on there. It's better than the Donnie Nicole one.
Number
Right.
16. Now, this was only on my list at number 5, and I am completely dumbfounded that it was not on anyone else's list, because I think this is one of the absolute worst moves of all time in any reality TV show. In Big Brother 3, Week 1, Allison and Sheila lie about being lesbian to the entire house, then
That's
come
Big
out.
Brother 9.
Was that Big Brother 9?
Yeah.
I don't know why I put Big Brother 3. Big Brother 9. Allison and Sheila lie about being a
I
lesbian
don't think that's
couple
week 1.
to the entire house.
I don't think there was an Allison in Big Brother 9. I think you have your facts mixed up.
Maybe it wasn't Allison. I don't know.
You're looking up.
It happened in Big Brother 9, though.
It's ranked
I'm Googling.
50th on a top 50 scale on the YouTube series.
And I remember that move. And I think that it was absolutely terrible. Why would you lie about that? What does that? You already have the duo twist, so why would you? What's the point in lying about what you are? Like
Did it impact their game at all?
Yeah, it made everyone not trust them.
I was going to say, wouldn't that make you more of a target if people think you're in a relationship than if you're just friends or something with someone?
And then the thing is, they tell the HOH.
I'm glad I didn't watch Big Brother 9. Like, you're just making me not want to watch this season at all.
Just watch. I can't believe Jacob. That's so bad.
I still think this move was absolutely way 20 billion times worse than that move ever was. So.
You don't even see Big Brother 9. What are you talking about?
I've watched Big Brother 9. I just barely paid attention to it after the first week or two because it was stupid.
There you go. That's 16th.
All right, that's number 16 on the list. It was only on my list, so get mad at me if you want.
Wait. Was it Alison and Sheila, did you say? I've Googled.
Someone,
What is an Alison?
It's not Alison.
Sheila.
It's not an Alison in that season.
There is.
Is-
She went out before Matt and after Alex.
Okay, so I was right. It was Allison and Sheila. All right, I knew I was right.
You said Big Brother 3, so you know
Okay.
what?
That's my mistake. I don't know why I put Big Brother 3 down. 'Cause I was like, there was a Sheila in Big Brother 3? Whatever.
There's no Alison in Big Brother.
Like when I put down Sheila Big Brother 3, that's when I knew something was up. But I thought there was an Allison Big Brother 3. So anyways,
Tim, I can't deal with that list. Just names and then lesbians.
Number 15. Any clues as to what it is? Let's see. Was it on your list, Tim?
It wasn't?
Yeah, it was on everyone's list. Very, not very low, but pretty low on everybody's list. You have a clue? Zach, you have a clue?
I don't know what these lists go like. I didn't even make one.
What season? What season?
Big Brother 6.
Is this Yvette not throwing final choice? Oh, is it? I don't know. What is it?
All right.
Howie?
Howie targeting James or nominating James and Sarah instead of nominating anyone from the Friendship Alliance. And Romeo had this at 12. Tim had this at 16, and I had it at 23.
It's so bad.
It was a stupid move.
I don't think there's any need for a commentary on this one. It was just plain bad.
Well,
Well, let's get slight commentary.
This is the one that this is like, last week we discussed the winners of Big Brother US, and we kind of got into a little confrontation, Tim and I, about
And this is where Maggie is better than Jordan.
No, this is not where Maggie is better than Jordan. It is where Maggie actually makes a move. I think this is
opposed to Jordan, who never made a move.
This is
Jordan
a good
won
move.
because there was no one else. Wait, not Jordan.
Jordan took out Kevin at final 3. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay. What is she? Oh, she's gonna take out the most unlikable person ever. Okay.
At final 3.
Yeah.
Game moves do not count at final 3 unless it's taken a shitty person to the finals with you.
Thank you, Zach.
I disagree with that.
Okay, whatever.
Completely agree with myself.
Anyways,
So,
um,
you go.
so this is the one move that I credit Maggie with in the entire season of Big Brother 6, where I don't credit her with anything else that happened except for her convincing Yvette to take her to the finals.
Bet.
So, whatever.
Say Yvette.
I said Yvette.
That he says Yvette like that.
So good move on what's her face's part. Maggie, yeah, her. James was a threat in this competition, but it wasn't his time to go for that alliance. They should have waited 2 to 3 weeks before targeting him. And then on top of that, he nominates Sarah with her. I think that was a stupid decision too. You guys have any commentary on this?
Just awful.
Yeah. I get, he made a deal with the friendship for like,
which is a great idea to begin with.
yeah, I know. And they went back on it instantly. And yeah,
He left
That-
what, 2 weeks later.
no, literally instantly. They
The
literally
next week.
named Rachel and Janelle the next week. And that's when Howie or Kazar went back again. Kazar went home again. So yeah, I don't know how he trusted people that he shouldn't have trusted. I think that's
Yeah,
more it was.
you can't respect anyone as a game player when they're trusted known alliances like final alliances. That's just kind of stupid.
Next.
All right.
Should we
Number
move on because I don't think this one deserves time.
Number 14. Any clues as to what it is?
What season?
Big Brother 17.
Oh God, is it a Romeo one again?
Yeah, is it on my list?
No, it's on Romeo's and it's on mine.
Okay, I can give it some hope if it's on your list.
Is it like Austin's taking out James? I don't know. What is it?
In number 14, Big Brother 17, the house evicts Shelly over Vanessa. That's number 16 on Romeo's list, and it's number 8 on my list. Just absolutely stupid. Vanessa's the biggest player in this game, and the only reason that they evicted Shelly was because of her,
Her mouth.
yeah, basically her mouth, I guess. Clay was gone at this point, right?
Yep. So
Yeah, so I mean, it's not like they're trying to take out the showmance or anything.
she could have
It's-
been happily an extra number for them.
Yeah,
Like,
she could have been
she's
an extra
riding
number.
solo at that point.
She could have been an extra number for like the James, Meg. I'm trying to remember people in that. Johnny Mac, Steve. Well, it's Johnny Mac and Steve were kind of in the middle, but that little crew, and they just evict her over Vanessa, someone who they know is a big threat in this game.
And who is obviously already known to be against them as well.
So, Tim, why didn't you have this on your list? And I know you've told me, but tell the audience.
I more see this as a very good social game of Vanessa than a bad game by the house. It worked out for some people, like it worked out for Steve. It worked out for Liz. I don't know. I just see this as a good social move for Vanessa,
It
not a
only worked
bad.
out for Steve. Just saying.
He won the game.
It does.
Yeah, I know. It only. That's what I'm saying. It only worked out for Steve. It didn't work out for Liz.
Well, she made final 2. I
Wow.
doubt she's
I
winning
think-
ever with Shelly.
She was
I
the
think-
runner-up of Big Brother.
I think if anything, it could come down to hindsight as well, though. Like,
I think so.
Everyone-
Like if Shelly makes it final 2 and wins the game, then like, oh man, they should have saved Vanessa over Shelly. Like,
but it
Yeah.
could, it could.
Yeah, but Shelly wouldn't have won the game.
Against
No,
Shelly would.
Shelly was disliked in her
Yeah,
season.
but that's up to that point. Everything could have changed. He didn't give a chance once Clay had left. Everything could have changed from that point. And you know how bitter jurors get. If she was there against Liz, I think she'd have won. She'd have won against Julia.
Oh, against Liz,
well, we don't know. We don't know
against Liz? Yeah. Sure.
exactly. So you never know.
But so nothing works out for Liz. Liz is screwed from the start.
Exactly. So she makes the best she can make. Like I think she only beats Julia, maybe.
Yeah, she could beat her sister. Yeah.
I think she could have beat Austin as well because everyone despised Austin more than they despised
And
Liz. At least
I do
think
want to
so.
comment on what Tim said. Vanessa did not have that great of a social game.
She did.
She had
She ran that game.
she had a fantastic strategic game, and people wanted to follow her because she was a leader. They didn't want to follow her because they liked her.
Leadership is a social game. Social games don't just come down to you being liked or not. It comes down to how well you play other people.
I
Perfectly.
really don't.
I like Zach. Zach needs to.
And I'm not saying that she has a bad social game at all. In fact, she had one of the better ones in the season. But I'm saying that people don't remember Vanessa for her social game. They remember her for her strategic game. And I think you should acknowledge that over her social game.
I'd
She
say
doesn't make
both.
third without having some sort of social game.
I'd say
Evil
physical
dick.
game and social game come into strategic game though. It's all part of being strategic.
I think
socially
they're all
she was
separate, and I think strategic like knocks out anything close to it. Social would be kind of close, and physical is just whatever. Bottom.
physical only worked out for Caleb.
Caleb,
That's literally it.
Rachel.
Okay, good point.
Rachel, and Ian. Ian.
Janelle as well.
Eh. Ian had a
Disregard.
social game.
Ian wouldn't have stayed if he didn't win like.
I mean,
4
that's
weeks in a row.
true, but he did have
Wow.
some social game.
I mean,
That's
lately in the later season, social threats seem to be the ones that go out really early on instead of comp threats and strategic threats now.
Very
It's
true.
just swapped over.
All right, 13th.
Number 13. What do we think it is? Let me see what it is.
What season?
It is from season 8.
Zach not using POV. I don't know.
It is. It only
Was
made.
it Dustin?
It only made Tim's.
Was it Dustin volunteering as
Yes,
one?
it's got to be that.
It only made Tim's list and my list. So at number 13.
Was it-
Wow.
Big
Yeah, but
Brother.
Romeo's
Was it Dustin?
Drum roll.
Romeo probably hasn't watched from like season 10 backwards.
Big Brother. Big Brother 8. Zach not using the power of veto at the final 5. I had this number 4 on my list, and Tim had this number 13 on his list.
Oh, I thought it was even further than that.
No, that wasn't 13. Where is it? Oh yeah, 17. My bad.
Yeah.
So, Zach Gronkowski, or whatever the fuck his last name is, he, at the final 5, won the power veto. Jamaica and Eric Stein are on the block. And he could have used the power veto. Dick Donato would have been nominated and probably evicted. Then it would have been Danielle, Jamaica, Eric, and Zach at final 4. Zach probably would have won the head of household there. And then he could have nominated, it really wouldn't have mattered, Danielle and Eric. Probably.
And then Danielle wins probably POV.
If Danielle does win the power veto, then Eric goes home for 4th. And then Zach has a shot of trying to beat Danielle in the final head of household.
And they both, and
Danielle.
Jamaica's final 2.
Yeah, Jamaica goes to the final 2, and whoever wins between Zach and Danielle wins. So, like, Zach just increases his odds if he uses the power veto. But the
Those
problem
2
is he
weeks, Sorry, go.
absolutely hates Eric. So, because of his, like, Eric had a fantastic social game with everyone except for Zach. And that's where being friendly with everyone comes out in your favor because
he let his personal game bother the
he let his
actual game.
personal game. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I
Just
mean,
because he didn't
from-
like
I-
Eric. Eric,
But
I
it's
did
the
watch
final
BB8,
5.
but
Like,
I did watch BB8, but it was a while ago. I mean, didn't he win the HOH the week before that as well?
who's Zach?
Yeah,
I
don't- he had-
aren't rich.
I'm
I don't
going
think
to
so.
Google. 1 second.
I thought Eric
Who-
won
who-
HOH. No, because he didn't win.
no,
competition.
Eric never won a comp.
Yeah, he did. He won
Yeah.
Power Veto or something, or a head of household.
Yeah, it was.
First couple
It
weeks.
was that week. Dick got it, and then Zach got the POV. The week before that, Zach had the
Okay, so
HOH.
he had the
Put up
POV.
Jamaica and he put up Jamaica and Jessica.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Well,
He
that
just
was to
had
get
an
out
awful
the
2 weeks.
duo. That was to get out the duo of Jessica and Eric. That was
But
why.
would
that
you
was-
no, 'cause- yeah, but would you rather not get out the Donatos? I don't know what to say.
Donatos.
Why would you go after the person you hate?
Well, Zach, if he uses the power veto, then Eric would go up. So it really wouldn't have mattered.
I think it was just he had a poor 2 weeks where he could have made bigger moves than he did.
I think the
Just-
final 5 was definitely way worse because he would have had
Definitely.
a 33% chance at winning this game instead of a 0% chance at winning this game.
Yep.
And he blew it. He blew that 33% chance that he had.
I don't see why you put Eric in the jury anyway. If they hate each other, that's just putting. Even if he made finals, that's putting a jury member in there that can't stand you. That's a confirmed
Well,
vote against you.
Well, I mean, you know, Eric's going to vote for who played the best game. Eric's not one of those bitter jury members who votes based off of, we fought all season. I'm not voting.
You backstabbed me.
Yeah, he's not one of those. Eric is a game player. Eric Stein is probably the best Big Brother player to never win. He got screwed over by the America's thing twist because then Dick would have gone home week 7 or whatever, and Eric probably would have had the season on lock with Jessica, and then we could have had an Eric Jessica final too, and then that would have been fantastic because I love both of them. Anyways, number 12. Let me see what it is first. There it is. This is only on Romeo and Tim's list. Not on mine. I didn't see it as a big deal from Big Brother 11, my favorite season. Tim, got any ideas to what it is?
No.
Zach, got any idea to what it is? All right. Number 12. Big Brother 11, Jeff backdooring Russell. Romeo had this at number 13 on his list, and Tim had it at number
9.
6.
6?
Yeah. Why? Absolutely no clue. It was a good move on Jeff's part. It probably should have waited one more week, but it was a good
Hey,
move.
then there you go. We should have waited one more week. That's a bad move.
I mean, like, Russell could have won this game, surprisingly enough. And when the Big Brother 11 jury was not bitter. Big Brother 11 jury was bitter?
A little bit.
Most.
I mean, they voted for the
juries
person
a bit-
who should have won.
Yeah. What was it?
Yeah,
6-1 or 5-2?
That doesn't mean they weren't bitter. You can still be bitter and
That's just everyone
for the-
hated
like,
Natalie. That doesn't mean they're.
Well, Natalie
Not
didn't play the game. Natalie floated after her week 1 HOH that she.
She didn't win week 1 HOH. That was Jesse.
Yeah, well, the whole. What do you call it? Braun Clique or whatever they were called. I don't even remember what it was called. No, it was Brain. It was.
It's the way you said click.
It's Clique.
It's click.
Click.
It's Clique.
No, it's definitely click.
It has
It's
a
definitely click.
it has a Q. It's pronounced Clique.
No. Click.
Right, you can put
You have
combinations of letters.
the Braun Clique and the.
You said it. Oh.
Anyways, Russell Kyrus was a player in Big Brother 11. He was very antagonizing towards Ronnie Talbot, Shima Simone, and Jeff Schroeder at the beginning, but then they kind of became friends, and then he backdoored him, and then he hated him again, Technotronics. What do you think?
I understand how you don't have this on your list. I just don't get it.
Because I don't see it as a bad move.
Why won't you see it as the bad move? The person he saved
Jesus
literally
Christ.
noms him and evicts him the next fucking week. How do you not see it as a bad move?
Which one was that, Kevin or Natalie?
Yeah, Kevin.
But right, let me say it this way, Tim. You could do something that in 1 week is good for your gameplay, but that doesn't mean shit can't switch up the next week. Like
I just don't see
Natalie
it
and
as a
Kevin
bad
were
move.
always going to be against Jeff. There's just no way.
Oh, okay. Look,
Yeah,
but using
I'm-
your
How many
logic,
comps did Russell win the
You-
season?
you-
How
you-
many? 0,
you-
1?
using your logic, I think this is more of a good move on Kevin's part than a bad move on Jeff's part, because Kevin was able to convince Jeff to do this instead of targeting himself, and it furthered Kevin in the game. And he would have won if he didn't win. If he won final HOH, which he sadly didn't. I love Kevin, but
I love Kevin.
Kevin's on Big Brother. I did not watch Big Brother Canada 5, so I have no clue about Kevin Martin. But Kevin Campbell and Kevin Schleheber are fantastic contestants of it.
Kevin? Oh,
What are you laughing at?
Schleheber.
Schleheber. No, I don't know. It sounds Canadian. Sounds Canadian.
Can we just- Can we have just like a show of you pronouncing different names, different words?
yeah. Pronounce Yvette.
I bet.
I'm so done.
Alright,
Gonna sign off. I'll see you later.
I pronounce a few things a little weird.
let's just do the next one. What's 11th?
11th. Let me actually find it. It was on Tim and I's list. This is not on Romeo's list. It's from Big Brother 3. Can you guess what it is?
Jason not convincing Amy, or Jason evicting Amy over Lisa.
Nope. All right, Big Brother 3.
Excuse me, what was my question? God, wait, I want to guess.
Oh, you want to guess? Oh, fine.
Let me think. It's been a while. Was it Marcellus not using the veto? Was it that one?
Oh no, that's gonna be way up on the list.
Oh,
That's not gonna be 11.
That's the only thing I remember from BB3.
Number 11. Jason evicting Amy.
That's what I just
over-
said!
I know that. I didn't want to tell you were right. All right. Jason,
I'm actually crying.
Jason, Guy, and Danielle Reyes were contestants in Big Brother 3. They were very good contestants. They were, I guess you'd call them a showmance. They snuggled in bed together, so sure, let's go with that. And Jason...
Kind of like a bro-sister relationship.
Yeah, more so. But anyways, Jason Guy had one of the absolute best social games of all time in any Big Brother, and he at Final Four, Danielle had won the head of household and had nominated Amy and Lisa, and Jason tells Danielle, "I know that Amy has no shot at winning this game." Then proceeds to evict Amy. I mean, like, Lisa Donahue was not a good Big Brother player in any way, shape, or form. Or not a great. Sorry, she was good. She was not great. And she would not have won against Jason Guy. But Jason and Danielle. I think Danielle, even though she, did the stupid thing where she was still talking shit about the jurors, even though they could see her every move because they were able to watch the episodes in Big Brother 3. If they would have evicted Lisa at that point, Amy could not win competitions, and I don't think Amy would have beat Danielle, rather less Jason. And Jason and Danielle would have gone to Final 3. Jason would have been the winner of Big Brother 3. Everything would have been great. So now he's a news broadcaster. So
But that escalated quickly.
Hey, but you know what? Being a news broadcaster is fun. I like what you're doing with your hair, Zach.
It is.
That's a very
It's in my eyeball. It needed to remove itself. I've got the
anyways,
pinkest ass bubble in as well. I think
So-
this is
so
my
what-
little sisters.
so what do you guys think about Jason evicting Amy at the Final Four?
What'd you rank it as?
I ranked it as no. Oh, that's a good question. I ranked it high. It was on my top 10.
I don't
six.
remember much.
Number 6. Number 6 on my list, and it was number what?
I don't remember stuff much from BB3. I went in order of watching them, and
I'm loving
the
It
way
was-
you've described it.
It was 7th on
I look
Tim's
like a
list,
pineapple, don't I?
and it was 6th on my list. So
You look like a pineapple.
Yeah, wait, it gets better. Be a helicopter too. Bam.
All right,
All right.
number 10.
no, you guys have not talked about Jason.
Oh, it's really bad. I think you summed it up really, really well.
Thank you.
Sorry.
First compliment you've ever given.
Alfalfa over here is making me laugh. Yeah, I don't get it.
Just trying to.
Like, one of my friends tweeted her, like, why did she do that? And she did not respond back. So
I think it's because she realizes she shouldn't have done that.
Daniel responded to one of the RHAP correspondents, and was like, we just thought that Amy was a stronger competitor, which I think was a lie.
Wait,
'Cause
No.
I
when
don't-
you say
I don't
when it
think
said
She won like 0 competitions. I'm pretty sure. Maybe
Yeah.
she might have
When
won
it
one.
said in the game, Amy has no chance of winning, and then just a big threat. There's no logic.
Absolutely no logic. It was probably it's a bad move, and I'm shocked it didn't make top 10, but it didn't make Romeo's list at
Romeo,
all.
this is stupid.
Can you just discredit Romeo's list from this point on, please?
Seriously.
No,
I want Zach to make a list, and then we can, redo this.
Refill.
I'm looking for number 10. Where is it? Oh wait,
What
Wait,
to do with
it's
my
10.
hair? Ow, 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 ow.
11.
Oh my god. Oh my god. It dies without the bubble. What do I do?
Found 10. All right, number 10 was on all of our list. It was. I'm not even going to say what season it's from anymore because we're at the top 10. So, what do you guys think it is?
Is it from the 8 to 16 or 7
yeah.
to 1?
All right, I'll give you that. It's from 8. It's from 8 to 16.
Shane.
All right, and it was more Danielle, but whatever. Zach.
Okay, Danielle and Shane.
Is it? I forgot his name. Is it? What's the guy from BB13 called that volunteered himself?
Adam. Oh wait.
No,
wait.
that's no.
Oh,
That's
is it him?
a little higher up.
Yeah,
Zach.
it's a
A
little,
little higher up.
higher up.
It should be number 1.
Number
Yeah, that's
10.
why we're at number 10, Zach. You're gonna head of the list.
Number 10.
I'm just thinking about Romeo fucking shit up.
Big Brother 12. Matt Hoffman uses the diamond power of veto to
This
nominate
is really
Anna.
bad. All right.
I'll
All
let-
right, Zach. Here, yeah. Let me. Zach. All right.
Hold up. It was number 15 on Romeo's list. It was number
Oh, fuck it up. You actually knew what it was.
15 on Romeo. Where is it on your list?
It's
10?
top 10, I think.
Is it number? Oh yeah, it's number 8 on Tim's list, and it's number. Where is it? Matt Hoffman. 14 on my list. So Tim, explain.
All right. So I'll just explain to Zach, and then I'll explain why this is bad. So Big Brother 12 is about basically a season of an alliance called the Brigade of 4 people. Matt being
Lane
one of them,
Ellenberg, Matt Hoffman,
Hayden, and Enzo.
Hayden Moss, and Enzo Palumba.
Yes. So at final
7, 8. My bad. 8.
final 8, the Hayden and the rest of the brigade have decided to turn on Matt because he's really, really good socially. Also, Brendan wins HOH, who is the enemy at that point, and noms Matt and Lane.
So
Lane,
who
I
did he
believe.
nominate?
I believe Lane was.
I'm
the-
looking at it at Google currently. Who did he nominate? Lane.
No.
Um,
Brendan won HOH, and he nommed Lane
Right.
and Matt. So
Who
Matt,
won? Oh, Matt used it. Oh yeah, right. Sorry, I'm looking at it on.
okay. So Matt talked. Okay. So what infuriates me about this episode is how it leads up to him using down power view. He asks Enzo and Hayden what they're gonna do, who are his alliance mates, and he can tell that Enzo is lying to his face. So my question is, why would he not, if he knows Enzo's gonna evict him, why would he not use his power of veto to evict Enzo, who he knows is gonna evict him? Because he had his side alliances of like
Did he lie to
Reagan.
Did he lie to his like in his face?
he
Did he say
lied
he
kind
was
of
gonna-
straight to his face. He lied straight to his face. He's like, I'm evicting Lane.
Not everyone is good at deducing if
No,
someone's
he knew.
lying.
He said in the diary
Right.
room. He said in the diary room, I know Enzo's lying to me.
It could have been an attempt to get. So if he was with the brigade, was he close with
Yes.
Brittany?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
No,
Matt
No.
Hoffman.
he was iffy. He wasn't that close as Lane.
He was
If
close
he-
with Reagan.
If he's
He was
close
close
with
with Reagan.
Brittany, that would only leave, and the others were nommed, and there was HOHs and whatnot. That would only leave Kathy, Hayden, Enzo, and Brittany, right? So if he was with the brigade, his only really option would be Kathy, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but if
he
he
wants to
knows,
stick.
He knows.
yeah, but if
Enzo's
he knows
lying
the
to his
brigade
face.
turned on him, why wouldn't he do Enzo?
I mean, it'd still be it's a bad move. I'm trying to see it from his point of view, which I'm not looking at it as in how we see it. I'm looking at it as how they see it.
The point is, Kathy was really, really bad. Like,
She's the worst competition player to ever be on Big Brother. Worse than Victoria Raffelli.
Oh my god!
she won one have not comp by length to a wall.
Yes, it's the have or have not competitions. Really.
Yeah, she laid into a wall. All she did was lie on a wall, and she won.
She's worse than Meg Maley.
Meg's meant to be coming back for a season soon.
Yes, Kathy is literally the worst comp. That's why it's so bad, because he took out a nobody. He took out like the biggest go. It's like taking out Victoria.
Yeah,
That's how bad of his move.
He took out the final two. He took out a final two sheep.
Yes.
So, yeah, I mean, it was just a bad. And
The sheep
it's sad.
sometimes get that bit of jury vote though. Looks at Steve.
And well, no, Steve deserved the win, but
Steve did not deserve that win. Steve was awful.
You should watch our winners podcast because
I don't know if you'll like what you'll see there.
Because I really do like Steve. I think he's a better player than someone like Ian.
Yeah, it might have been because we'd had Ian this season. Just seemed like another Ian to me. So it was like,
It's not. He's not.
Ian didn't deserve his win. Ian was a bad social player, where Steve was decent. Steve made strategic moves to make
Distracted.
All right, yeah, distracted from the main point. So, yeah, anyways, Matt Hoffman was a fantastic Big Brother player who made one screw up, just like a lot of Big Brother players who don't win but have only played once and that are fantastic. Made one screw up, and he was out the next week. It's a shame because I love Matt Hoffman. He's a great guy. Even though he might have been a little bit of a dick in the house by lying about his wife having cancer or something.
it baffles me with Big Brother because you always bring back people who don't necessarily deserve to come back.
Yeah, that's true.
As much as I love Davon, she didn't deserve
She did not deserve to come back. No.
I do love Davon. I think she's a great character, a great personality, but she didn't deserve to come back.
She's a little bit grating at times, but for the most part, she's good. So tied.
Confessionals make me laugh.
Ooh, Zach can break another tie. Ooh.
Yeah, that's
Oh dear.
Ninth place. They're both from the era of Big Brother 8 to Big Brother whatever we're on, 8 to 19 or 18.
Keep with my Danielle Shane one, and then I'll guess McCrae doing Andy.
All right.
You said I'm staying with the one I said before.
And
No, that's
What's
Zach.
what's your other choice?
Yeah. Name another choice, Zach. It's not going to be it.
What or no? Your second choice. Your second choice.
I'm going to go with Dustin volunteering as a pawn in BB8.
All right. The first one is from Big Brother 15.
I got it.
McCrae nominating Alyssa instead of Andy at Final 6. This was number.
I hate Andy as well.
It was number 5 on Romeo's list. It was number. What was it? 13 on Tim's list, and it was number. I can't even find it on my list. It's high.
See, I don't get in big.
High.
Wait, let's do the other one. Let's do the other one.
Yeah, I forgot there was another one.
I want to find mine first. There it is. 17 on my list.
Really?
Yeah, that was not high at all. Anyways, yeah, I'll explain why. And then the other move that is tied for the 9th worst move of all time is Big Brother 10, Ollie making his deal. That's number 10 on Romeo's list.
You haven't seen Big Brother 10, Zach, have you?
It's number 15 on Tim's list, and it's number 12 on my list.
We might need to explain Big Brother 10 because he doesn't know it. So
All right, I'll explain this one. All right. So
There's no might, there's a will.
Ollie, what's his name? I don't know his last name. I normally know people's last names, and I don't know Ollie's, so that's a shame.
His name is Brian. That's his actual first name.
Them
but people
bands,
called
though.
him Ollie, so screw that.
No,
So-
the whole town was called him.
Ollie was in a showmance with what's her name again?
She was gone by this point. She was gone by this point.
Oh, she was gone. Okay, never mind. So, anyways, his showmance was just evicted, and it's him and Dan Giesling, the greatest Big Brother player of all time, in the final two
Big fair.
of this HOH competition, and so Dan gives a proposition for a deal to be made, and he says that Dan will choose one nomination if he gives up HOH. Ollie will get one nomination. He will allow one person to be safe other than himself, and he will be safe. And he also said that he would allow Ollie, if the veto is used, to name the replacement nominee. So basically giving up all power of HOH,
Except for one nomination.
except
All
for
Dan
one
gets is one nomination.
Of course, this is the most
That
stupid
deal is just
deal.
not going to work.
Yeah, it's not going to work. But Ollie takes it. Ollie takes the deal and says, "Who got the better end of this deal? Me." And the audience is like, "No, you didn't." Anyways,
Does he go home?
No,
Did he go home now?
but his best friend is named Michelle, and
that's who he said to keep safe was Michelle.
yeah, that's who he wanted to keep safe was Michelle because she was the only person he trusted. So then, Dan nominates one nominee and nominates whoever Ollie asked. I don't even remember. Maybe it was
Memphis. He wanted
Yeah.
Memphis.
Yeah, it was Memphis and I don't even
Jerry.
know.
Jerry.
It was Jerry. Okay, Memphis and Jerry are up. Memphis wins the power of veto, if I'm not mistaken,
Yep.
and uses it on himself, of course. And Dan
And then
goes
Ollie
home.
wants Keisha.
Ollie wants Keisha to be the replacement nominee. Dan
Thumbs
shuts
up,
down,
Michelle.
nominates Michelle. Michelle goes home that week,
And then
And-
Ollie goes home next week.
and then Ollie goes home.
That's. I mean, if you're going to reveal your closest alliance to someone, how are you not expecting them to go home?
Yeah, and that was Dan's whole pry. For
So
this.
which one do you think is worse, that one or the McCrae nomming?
And just to the audience, McCrae at the final six, when Andy had just
No,
turned on
he
him,
knows Andy.
he knows Andy
Or
turned on
evicted
him.
Amanda.
He still nominates Alyssa and Andy, right?
Yep. No,
So
Alyssa and Gina Marie.
Spencer. Oh, no.
Alyssa and Gina Marie.
Elisa?
I mean,
Whatever. Alyssa.
Gina Marie. So first off, that's a stupid move. We all knew Gina Marie wasn't winning. Alyssa probably wouldn't have won because of better jury members. So why not target someone who could actually win the game?
Which would have been Andy. Or
Yeah.
Judd, I guess. But no.
Andy or
That
Judd?
would- that point.
I don't.
Those are
think-
the only people who
Which
had a
one do you
shot.
think is worse? Which one do you think is worse,
Judd,
Zach?
Right, were the only three who had a
I
shot.
don't know. I see why they're tied.
No,
Um,
you're the tiebreaker.
Fans of it though, the Big Brother 10 one was somewhat worse because
So
Yeah,
Ollie
I
is
think
So Ollie will get 8th place and McCrae will get 9th place.
it was a really bad deal. Like he acted so smug in diary rooms, Ollie. It was so like
Yeah, Ollie
Like-
acted really arrogant in the diary.
it,
I got the better end of this deal.
With-
Dan is an idiot. And of course, we all know Dan goes on to win
With
the
BB
season.
Fiend.
Home runner-up.
in Big Brother 15, I don't take much into account with it as a gameplay season because it was just full of people bitching at each other 24/7, and that's what the votes were based on. Is who argued the most this time?
All right,
Well,
And
seventh.
Amanda's like, oh, yeah,
number 7.
I'm gonna
It's-
stick with my Shane.
All right, you're sticking with Shane.
sticking with
You're not.
Milan
It's
or-
not gonna be it. I'm telling you right
I
now.
don't trust Romeo. Right, Romeo. fucks
That's a
lists up.
very valid point. Maybe you're right. I don't think it's 7th though, just because
Number
I know what both me and
Oh.
Alex picked it.
Number 7
Or-
is
Or just the one.
He's sticking with Dustin, or he's going for Dustin.
Just another one.
Big Brother 8. Dustin volunteers.
Oh, there you go.
So
I got something right.
now, let's see where everyone. I think everyone had.
I
This.
put it really low.
Romeo had it number 4. You had it number 22, Tim.
Yeah.
And I was the mediator on this. I had it like what? Dustin. Where's Dustin? Dustin. I had it number 10.
So I'll tell you why I had it really low. It's because
I
if
understand.
not for America's player,
For the
I think
Americans.
he's 100% safe.
Yeah. 100% agree with you.
Yeah.
If he read his position in the house correctly, but an outside force, America, chose not to, keep him safe.
Which I'm
But if
happy.
it was just a house and nothing goes in the house and there's no decision in the house, like all the decisions in the house, he would have been safe 100%.
Which
That's
I mean,
why it's so low.
I'm glad America's player did evict Dustin. Even though I did like him, I wanted Dick to stay in the house. So
Did
I
he
mean, I do agree with
basically
this,
get,
but like he read it correctly.
he
But-
read it correctly, and that's why I had it number 10.
He read it correctly. It's just America's player kind of fucked him.
So did he get basically the public voted him?
Basically,
Yeah, I mean, like, and Eric said, I want to keep
Dustin.
Dustin in this game,
Exactly.
and America goes against him and says, "Hey, we want Dick in the game because we want."
Yeah, too
we
bad.
want-
Hey, Romeo's here.
Romeo's
Romeo
here.
can explain why Donnie and Nicole was so high up on his list.
Romeo,
Hello?
your
Hey,
list
Romeo,
is
we're
a pile
up,
of wank.
like-
No offense.
On number 7.
Hello.
Hey, Romeo.
Hello.
So they've been complaining
I
about
just
your
woke
list
up.
the entire time.
Hey.
You
Not
cannot talk.
they.
You have agreed with us. Don't throw us under the bus, you
Yeah.
asshole.
Yeah. Don't leave us.
I'm confused. So I just woke up. I'll just
Alright.
join in, I guess.
We're in the middle of the
It's
podcast right
7,
now.
right?
Okay,
not
that's
middle.
fine.
We're nearing the end of the podcast.
Yeah.
So just really quickly, go through and talk about some of the things that you had really high up on your list, like Donnie and Nicole nominating Jocasta and Victoria. That was number 19 on the list. It didn't make any of our minds, or the list, our lists. So why'd you
Really?
put that on your list?
I thought it was really kind of horrible. Yeah, I don't know how they would think. Like the majority alliance, which was pretty obvious at that point, to vote out the person against Jocasta or Victoria. And that's the main reason why I think if you're in the minority and you win both the head of households, like why would you not nominate also people in the majority?
Well, Donnie knew he was in the minority. Nicole did not know that he was in the minority, or that she was in the minority.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah. I
Donnie
mean, if you look at
Donnie was going to nominate Derek or not Derek, but he was going to nominate Cody and Caleb, I think. But then Nicole talked him out of it.
Well, I guess that was the girls' bad move. Look how it worked out for her. They all
I mean,
went out.
she came back and won, so it made her iconic enough to come back for a season she could win. Didn't work
I
out too
think you're
bad.
gonna go from. Oh yeah. Why like Davon targeting Tiffany? What? I don't understand that one.
That was
Is this right? I don't mean this offensively, but is this just based off of who you liked and you were offended that they went or they got targeted? Is that
Well,
what this list is?
I love Davon, and like I wouldn't want to say one of her moves were dumb, but I thought Dark talking Tiffany was dumb because she didn't do anything against Davon. And I thought talking Tiffany made everyone in Davon's alliance not trust her because they saw how quickly she can turn on someone based on
Another-
alternative facts.
Another move. I understand why it was
Say
here.
alternative facts.
Even though
Yeah.
I didn't want it on the list, but I understood why these two did not. Kesar giving up HOH to Jennifer. Explain that.
Well, he got evicted that week, didn't he?
Yeah.
No, it was the next week.
So
No. He got evicted that week.
I don't know. Never mind.
Yeah, it was that week.
it's like it was a pretty bad move.
I didn't do
If
anything
you had
against that
house
one.
on to the person on the other side of the house. Then you
Yeah,
got
I was on your side for this one actually, so I don't know why my name's just been thrown under the bus again.
You voted the Julia move over it, and you.
Well, that's because Julia was worse.
Yeah, it doesn't mean I don't agree that it's a bad move. I said
Who's
that it was a
Julia?
bad move.
The Julia targeting Austin over anyone else in the veto.
Oh yeah. I think I had that one.
Yeah, you
You
did.
did have it. It was
Uh,
tied. Zach broke the tie.
So I sided with them on both. Fuck you, Alex.
So you did not have Nathan. Not
no,
using,
yeah, no one had it apparently. No
you
one.
didn't have Nathan.
Wasn't that your one? Or was that
Alex
your
That was only me. Only me.
So what do you think about that move?
He doesn't know it.
Which move?
Never
He didn't
mind.
watch me before. Just skip that one.
Did
Yeah,
you
I
watch
really-
Big Brother 3?
It's 20th for a reason.
I watched like some of it, but not all of it.
Queen's
Did
Gambit.
you? Why didn't you have Jason evicting Amy over Lisa?
I didn't watch that. I only watched like the first 3 weeks.
That was at the final four. Jason would have won had that not happened. I
Did
think
you have
that-
Jeff back during Russell? Can you
Yeah,
argue for me?
He somehow had that.
Argue it
Yeah, I
for me.
thought that. Well, I personally thought it was a bad move. I just think Russell would have went after him like in the next week, and I thought he was basically just doing something that would benefit Kevin and Natalie.
That was a good move on Kevin's part, not a bad move on
Kim-
Jeff's part.
I apologize for interrupting, but on the list you've made, 15th and 14th are the same.
Yeah, I accidentally put 14th instead of 15th.
15th was Howie.
Yeah, 15th Howie.
So what number are we on now? Because I'm confused.
We're still, just eliminate 15th. I just
Okay. Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
so
What
Romeo,
number are we
Romeo,
now?
Romeo, number 7 is Dustin volunteering to be a pawn. Could you explain why you had that at number 4 on your list?
Okay. Well, I feel like this one, like, I don't know, one of the moves that I really remember being dumb, just because, like, Dustin is, like, a dumb person overall, so it'd be, like, it's memorable that he made this move. And basically, I really just thought it was a dumb move. Like, why would you be a pawn?
But
I don't know.
he read the house
Our-
correctly, and he would not have gone home had it not been for America's player.
But still, if he knew the votes would be close, 4-3, so I wouldn't do that if I was him.
Yeah, okay,
I
guess
mean,
can see that.
It,
They
it
have it
does.
number
I
10.
think
No,
this
it
goes
was-
back into.
it was 4-2.
It goes
There's
back in.
people voting.
Yeah. It goes back into being hindsight as well, doesn't it? It's
Well, it was basically 4-3 because I had a house that would have saved him.
That's true.
All right, so number 6. Oh, there's another tie for 6 that Zach gets to break.
Yay!
2 moves.
Only useful. I'm just kidding.
thanks, asshole.
They both fall into the tier of Big Brother 8 to 18 again. Any
Shane.
thoughts?
I'm gonna stick with Shane.
You know, I'm sticking with my other
You're
one.
not. It's
Lower.
gonna be. Oh
Which
my God.
one? What are they?
I don't trust Romeo's list.
They're from 8 to 18.
Okay.
Is it Jose?
Yeah,
Or
you
is
guess.
Jose-
Jose. Is it
Is it
Jose
Jose?
telling Nicole that he
Jose and
telling
Shane. Jose and Shane.
Is it
That's my
Jose?
guess.
Is it Kalia?
Romeo,
fuck it.
Kalia,
what?
Kalia.
what bad move
Yeah.
did Kalia do?
Like her, like again, didn't she get Lawan out?
Well, yeah, but that's all connected to Lawan's move. I
Okay.
think that's a
Yeah,
collaborative.
that was
Yes,
them
yes, that is
Uh,
Lil Juan's move.
okay.
That is not Kalia's move.
Okay. They had a household, but
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah,
Yeah, but he
Lawan
volunteered
takes all
himself.
the credit for that.
okay,
Yeah, it's
okay,
not like-
okay.
it's,
Alright,
they're just
are
all
we-
bad.
Are we ready for the
Yes.
review? All right.
Yeah.
The first one is Big Brother 8. Mike tries to make Evil Dick lose the power. The head of household, my bad. Romeo put power veto. That's me up.
Where
and-
was he on the list?
Number 7 on Romeo's list, number 5 on Tim's list, and it was number non-factor on my list.
What?
Oh wait, never mind.
Wow.
I
Isn't
think.
this how-
Hold up. It was number 13 on my list.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say. I'm like, there's no way you didn't have it on his list.
Wasn't-
I mean, I had it on my list, but it just wasn't. All right, and then the other one is
Jose?
Jose telling Devon he'll target Nicole while she's HOH.
Have
in
you
Big
seen
Brother.
BB-8, Zach?
Yeah, I've seen a fair bit of it. It's
In
just
Big
trying to
Brother.
remember.
Do you remember? Do you remember this?
Romeo
What the
Yeah.
Mark move?
Romeo has Jose at number 11. Tim has Jose
Really low.
11.
Oh, really?
I have Jose at number 3. I think this is the third worst move that
No. No.
It's just
has ever been done on Big Brother.
There's no way. It's
Jose
week
being
one.
fasting.
It's
Yeah, I
not like
I
This is
know.
why I
that-
didn't think it was too bad of a move. Cause like
it's
I feel
week
like-
one.
I feel like
Yeah.
a lot of the other moves were like choices, and what he's done was just like a word. And he didn't
No,
really
I don't
like
even-
different than other
But,
ones.
but here's my thing. I put this on the same like tier with
The other
what was it?
top
with
choices.
with Danielle taking Shane off.
No, that's so much worse
Wow.
because Shane loses $500,000. Jose is not winning $500,000
wasn't
in any
Shane-
way or form.
That was
Yeah.
Shane's choice.
This is what he
But
allowed it to
the
happen.
difference.
He allowed it to happen.
I mean, the difference is Jose played a bad game start to finish. It wasn't just that thing that fucked Jose up.
Start to
Whereas,
finish, he was there 2 days.
yeah, and that whole
Was there-
2 days he was just a
was there-
clusterfuck of.
Yeah, I know that's bad.
Well, like,
I'd rather.
he was there for like 14 days because like it's like an extra week.
Yeah, that's called hyperbole, which is an extreme exaggeration. But
Oh my god. we
But-
entered an education class.
sorry, I'm
Yeah,
an English major.
Which one do you think is worse, Zach? Or do you not know Mike's? Do we have to explain Mike's?
No, I know Mike's. It's what caused Mike to go home, isn't it? He was told not
Yes.
to try and make the news,
To
and
go
then
home that week. He went home that week.
Yeah, he went home that week.
yeah,
over
because of
Kale.
that. That's what I mean. He was told he was getting evicted if he
Did
done
it?
it. I'd say that's
Did it.
worse than Jose, definitely.
Jose is definitely worse, or Mike's is worse?
No. Mike's is definitely worse.
Thank
He was
you.
told
I
what
just
was going to happen.
don't see Mike's
Oh,
as
he
a
is the tiebreaker, so you don't have to disagree.
But he was told what was going to happen. He was told you're going home if you do this, and he's still done it. That's a very bad move.
Who won HOH that week in Big Brother 8?
I can't remember.
Dick.
No, Dick
Um,
lost
Dick.
the household.
No, Dick
Oh,
won
Danielle.
HOH. That was week 3. Dick won HOH.
I thought Dick like took his hat off and stepped
Yeah,
down.
he took it off
Um,
so Jen could win POV. And then
Oh,
he
Oh yeah.
and then he
I'm
renamed
going-
Mike.
Oh,
We'll settle this with Google.
I know the stuff that Tom had. I don't know why.
Oh, I loved Jen.
okay. We're not getting a discussion about Jen Johnson. Please no. I'll be
Okay.
by everyone. I'll be hated by everyone. Anyways,
I hate Jen. So
That's me.
Okay.
I don't like
I-
Jen either, so
okay, so Romeo's in the minority.
I just
Sweet.
think
Finally, people who hate Jen Johnson, the worst Big Brother player of all time.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
just for,
Well, it's
no.
just because I can't stand.
The worst
like-
Big Brother contestant of all times goes to Joey Van Pelt or whatever her name is. Oh my lord.
Zakia Everett says hello.
No,
She's
she's like the
I-
most blandest house
I-
guest.
neither of them
Yeah.
are as annoying as Jen Johnson. Anyways,
Okay,
Um,
explain why you have Jose third. Because there's
okay, and here's my thing: Jose played a bad game for 14 days straight. Danielle played a bad day, 80 whatever, 70 whatever, 60 whatever. I think it was 60.
we're talking about Mike.
Okay, fine. Worse than Mike. Mike made one move that screwed his entire game up. Jose, day after day.
That's
after
why. That's why. Like he's the worst player. It's not a bad
Oh.
move. That's why he's saying.
It's not-
That's why Zach is saying the move isn't that bad. But if
The
we're
move was
comparing-
terrible. You're telling the HOH's
No.
buddy that you're going to nominate the HOH next week and try to get her out.
But he was told he was getting evicted. There was still a chance that Jose could have flipped everything around. He was told, "You're going if you do
But
this."
Mike, look, do you know how much Dick hated Jen?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the fact that he let Jen win POV says
there-
something about
Was there
how
any?
he won after Mike.
But was there any reason to believe that he would have done it?
Not
I
at
mean-
all. But
Exactly.
Yeah,
There's no reason to believe that he would have done it.
no, but the problem is he was told that he was getting evicted. Though there's still that chance. You've been warned. That is all it takes.
Yeah, if you're telling me, if
That's-
the HOH is telling you you're going up, if you distract me one more time, and then he distracts them one more time, I think that's saying.
you-
I think Jose played probably the worst game of all time.
Okay, we're agreeing with you, but the
Okay,
move
but-
of telling the HOH buddy is not that bad. That's
The-
in my. It's not
Exactly.
worse than Mike's.
I think it was 10 times
There's
worse.
multiple people who've done that. I'm sure we've talked about
Like
someone
Jacob.
who done that.
Jacob did
Honestly.
exactly what he did. Why is Jacob not there and Jose is? What is the difference?
Because
You haven't
Jacob's
seen BB9. That's the difference.
Parker was not in a position of power.
Yes, he was. See BB9. Watch BB9. He was in a position of power. What the fuck are you talking about?
I thought Parker went home week 1.
Yeah, and Jacob went home day 1. Watch BB9. You'll see.
I just don't see that as a bad move.
What? It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. It's
No, no,
literally the same thing.
let me rephrase that. I don't see it as considered one of the worst moves in Big Brother history.
Why not? Because you haven't seen BB9.
It's the
That's it.
same thing.
It's because you haven't. It's literally the same thing.
thing.
It's literally the same thing.
Jose
So if you don't
made
see
it larger. He made it upscaled.
No, right. If you're doing this correctly, it shouldn't be Jose saying that. It should just be Jose's whole game point, and then I'll
Yes.
agree with you.
Yes. Jose's
Whole game, I could agree with that.
I don't think the specific move is as bad as Mike or any of the future ones.
All right, you guys have bad opinions. Perfect. All right.
Okay, well, it's gonna be 6. And
Who's the minority here? Who stand? Who stand?
Romeo,
All
Romeo,
the
what are your
opinions.
Romeo? What are your opinions on this?
Well, personally, I I kind of think Mike was worse because, like, I just feel like when you know someone like Evil Dick who's pretty crazy, not really well in the head, he can do very rational things when he's angry and bitter. So I think for him to like taunt him and make him lose,
Johnson's
really
not
not
right.
Yeah, but she's annoying as fuck.
She won 2 vetoes.
Red in the game. Mike.
That doesn't mean she's a nice person or entertaining to watch. She's still a cunt.
She did win the HOH the last week. I'm just saying.
Here is another thing. All right, Mike Dutz was a good game player. He had a decent social game up until this point, at least. And you know he would
Week
not
3.
have been a target. He made himself a
Exactly.
target.
That's why it's really bad.
Jose
That's
was
our point.
always a glaring target.
You're making us our point.
Listen to your own logic for a second. If he was playing a good game and he fucks it all up, that is a worse move than already being in the bottom anyway. And
Then
getting
a
evicted.
guy who's bad the whole time.
No. He was in the bottom, and then he went below the bottom. Jose did. Jose went below
Exactly.
the
That's why
bottom.
it's not that bad.
Right.
That's
Listen
a
to your own
stupid
logic.
point. When you're at the bottom,
Jose,
When you're at the
He was
bottom,
already-
there's no place to go but up. Jose
no.
went below the place where there's a place. to
Okay,
go.
wait. Zach,
but
stop.
Jose
Stop,
was
stop.
going.
Here. Let me. Okay. So here's Jose, right? And he went here, right? Here's
No.
Mike, and he went here.
First,
That's
Mike-
the difference
Mike-
of here
no.
and
Here's-
here.
But right,
Here's Mike. Mike goes here.
No, he doesn't go there. He's out the house.
Mike went out the door.
He goes all the way down to the ground.
He was safe,
Right,
and
listen
then
to
he's
yourself,
gone.
Alex. Wait.
How
Tim,
is
one
he
second.
only go this
Wait.
far?
1 second. Put it this way: if Jose was going home anyway, regardless of anything, Jose was going early, so that didn't make a difference. Mike could have made the end with his social game. He fucked that all up because he couldn't keep his mouth shut.
He could have made at least two. I don't think the
Mike
same-
was right here. Mike was going to leave in the next
Okay, yeah,
couple
but
of weeks anyways.
Whenever he could have made jury, he could have done something happen. He could have done the Zach thing. Zach was in the same position and he made final 3. Zach was in the exact same position as Mike.
Yeah, but Zach
Oh,
Zach did a Josh and just hid under his covers and read his
right.
Bible all day long.
Okay, so could have Mike.
I
You
think-
never know.
Mike,
I
was-
think it's far
Mike was
worse
too
going.
vocal.
Jose
If
would never.
someone's going from being in a good position to getting evicted, that's worse than being in a bad position and getting evicted.
I think being in a bad position, then digging yourself a deeper hole is worse than being.
Okay,
No, it's not because there's
Victor.
a little-
Okay, the noms would have been Victor and
There
Paul.
was-
Who do you think's going home next week? Do you not
Victor.
think it's Jose going
Paul.
home next week?
Paul.
No. Paul has a great social game. Or at least.
It'd have been Jose was going regardless in those first 2 or 3 weeks, so
Yes.
there was no difference.
Okay, I'm glad we
Played an awful game. He continued.
All right,
play
we'll
an
go
awful game.
fourth. You.
I'm glad we
I
agree
disagree, but-
because Jose was a worse move than Mike.
Okay, whatever. You're off on your own island.
I don't want to be a part of this anymore.
No, end it. We can end it, Zach. We can do that.
Yeah,
Fourth
let's
place.
do this.
What do we think? What do we think was in fourth place?
Danielle.
You know what one I'm sticking with until it pops up.
It's gonna be
Um,
the bad. It's gonna be the worst
We're-
move. You need to
hopefully on
stop.
5th.
Romeo, what do you think?
Wait, which one are we on now?
Number
We're
4.
on number 4.
Wow, really? Wow, we went through
You
quick.
came in at like number
Now,
7.
wait, did you not see the list on the group chat?
What'd you say?
The list on the group chat, Romeo. I kept a list.
No,
Oh, okay. I'll copy and paste
It
it.
might be
Um,
because he joined
I
later
don't
on.
know.
Yeah.
Have you guys done
Oh, wait,
McRae nominating Alyssa?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
the list. That's
That
the
was
list.
9.
That's on 9.
Have you done yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe
Ollie Steele with Dan, BB10. It doesn't matter.
Danielle.
Go forth.
Number 4 is
Or Era.
Probably
You're
8 to
right.
18.
Big Brother 16. Cody takes Derek to the finals. This was number 9 on my list. It was number 9 on Romeo's list, and it was number 2 on Tim's list. For
It
some
was a bad
reason.
move.
It was a bad
It was
move.
a bad move.
I
He
mean,
lost
like,
$500,000. I don't know what. I don't care what you say. I don't think they're acknowledging the deal they made. I think it lost them $500,000. You can say, "Oh, they made a deal with Frankie and Caleb and whoever else." And it's like,
Zach.
and
I think
so
Cody's.
Zach was never voting Victoria. Did you not see him in the jury voting? He was never voting Victoria.
No. I think
He was never voting.
Cody's problem was Cody was too loyal. You can't be too loyal in Big Brother. It doesn't get you anywhere.
Even then, okay. Let's just say that Frankie and Caleb don't vote. Okay, so he has Derek, Zach, Jocasta, Donnie, Nicole, Hayden. That's 6 votes.
Just a second. Y'all talk about this. I gotta go for a second.
Well, I think
When the host-
possibly
when the host
Nicole
leaves.
and Hayden and even maybe Jocasta would vote for Victoria in the final two.
Hayden and
Cody.
Nicole
No,
would not vote Victoria.
I don't think Nicole would vote Victoria. Nicole voted based on gameplay.
But they don't think Cody would played a good game.
They did over Victoria, who did
I
nothing.
mean, I think Hayden basically defended her in the jury.
Well,
So
he was like, I think she releases a smartness a few times. That's defending her.
Romeo, you're looking at it more as if the jurors were bitter. A lot of those jurors on that season voted based on
Jocasta
gameplay.
and Donnie were bitter.
Donnie. I think.
They went for
Cody
Cody over Derek.
Maybe they thought that, Cody played the better game.
I know. I think Jocasta was bitter. I think Jocasta was
I
bitter.
think, yeah. I don't think Donnie was.
I don't think Donnie was.
All right, so yeah, Cody taking Derek. It was a bad move. Can y'all hear me? Fine.
No, we don't want to hear you, Alex. We were enjoying
I
you
just
not
think
here.
Victoria had a chance of winning. Like she had a chance.
I don't think Victoria had
I
any
think
chance.
Victoria had a chance of winning
Look,
too.
look. Hayden, Nicole, Donnie, Zach, Derek. That's 5. That's all I needed.
Donnie and Hayden would have voted Victoria over
No,
Cody.
we
That's what I
wouldn't
said.
have. What the fuck? No, we. Whatever.
Did you see
No.
Donnie? Did you see Donnie voting in the finals? He
Yeah,
was.
he voted Cody.
Yeah, he was bitter.
No, oh my god! Just stop. Let's go 3. We're going 3.
He was bitter.
Right.
Him and Jocasta were bitter, and I know it was because Derek made them feel
I
like
love
they
Donnie, but he was bitter in that final jury vote.
Whatever. Let's
This is
just go
a
final
2.
3. Let's just go final 3.
This is a 2-2 tie. 2 people think one way, 2 people think another. Let's just agree to disagree. It could have been either
I
way.
just
We don't know. The real answer is we don't know.
We heard that you disagree, Alex. We heard that you disagree. You don't need to say it again. I've just said
We don't
that.
know. The answer is we don't know. We don't know who they would have voted. So let's just go
All
3rd.
right, fine.
I guess so.
Number 3. What are we thinking?
Danielle, because I know the other 2.
We know Zach.
It's
Romeo.
gotta,
Wait,
it's gotta be. It's gotta be
Hang on. I could have given up by now. You don't know.
Romeo.
I'm
Yeah.
still sticking with my other one.
What do you think it's number 3?
Yeah. What I think
What do you
number
think
3. Have we done Danielle using the veto on Shane?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
That's the move he keeps saying.
That's the one I.
Yeah, that's
But have you done it yet?
No, that's who we're
no.
gonna do.
You wouldn't keep saying it.
That's this move. This move has Danielle.
Yes.
Number 3 is Big Brother 14. Danielle uses the power of veto on Shane. Tim, could you explain what this is?
So at the final 4, Dan has a final 2 with Danielle and Ian. So and Danielle basically has a final 2 with Shane and Dan, basically. And then Ian's off on his lonesome with only Dan. And then Shane's, I think, only with Danielle. So At the Final Four, Danielle wins Final Four HOH, and then noms Dan and Ian, even though noms really don't matter. And she also wins the final POV. And so then Dan, wanting to get Shane out because he did not have a Final 2 with Shane, said to Danielle, I don't trust Dan. I'm going to evict Shane. And then Danielle asked Shane if it's okay, this is the stupidest part. I don't know why Shane went along with this. That's the worst move in my mind. Because if Shane said no, I don't think Danielle would have done it. So then Danielle uses the power veto on Dan. Dan evicts Shane. I think Shane loses $500,000 in my opinion. And then Romeo, you can.
And Danielle loses $500,000. I think Danielle would have beat Shane in the final jury vote.
Danielle would have beaten Dan. I don't think Danielle would have beaten Shane.
No, I don't think. A lot of people are being bitter against Danielle because she did fuck a lot of people over.
And she was just Dan's sheep.
Yeah.
Romeo, do you have any opinions?
Well, I just pretty much think that Danielle was really fucking dumb. And I just don't know how
Well, that's true.
I don't know how you could
Accurate.
ever think. I know she was like Dan's sheep. Like, I'm pretty sure she like knew like what Dan was capable of, and for her to like leave Shane on the block when he's a sole vote, that's just really fucking dumb. I don't know how anyone could do that to like their ride or die.
Danielle.
I just want to say Romeo had this number 3 on his list. Tim had it number 4. I had it number 7.
And Danielle is to Dan what Alex is to Paul.
I don't understand how this move is worse than Jose's. I just don't get it. Jose's is not that bad.
Jose's
Like,
was
he's just
worse.
a really bad player. Like,
It's not
if we rank,
that bad.
Jose's is worse. Zach
How
not using
is
the
it-
veto is worse.
No, right. You're full of shit. No
Uh,
offense.
Who else?
okay, here, Alex. You
Jason evicting.
look. Zach not using the POV opened his odds to what, like 33% of him winning final HOH, him
Correct.
beating Danielle. This literally makes Danielle go from 100% in the final 2 to 50% in the final 2. That's a huge difference between 33% to 50%.
Not by a long shot.
No. This is a big difference between Jose, if we're going back to that one, because Jose was
Week 1.
out
That's
week.
week 1.
Yeah.
Also, I see
Even
this
out
as a
week 1.
better move on Dan's part than a. I'm just
It's
using
not
your logic.
like, that's like saying every one of Paul's moves is a good move. It's not. He just has sheep.
Yeah, I know that. I'm
That's not
I'm
being a
just
good
trying to
game
use
player.
Tim's dumb point as to why Shelly evicting Vanessa was a bad move, or Shelly over Vanessa
It
leaving
was.
was a bad move.
Well, because it's the whole
It
house.
was a bad
It's not
move.
one person. It's the whole house. That's why I think it's more Vanessa. If it was one person, you can just say it's Danielle's fault. I mean, you can't say it's the house's fault because,
It's not. It's so. Yeah, I understand that. Where Vanessa managed to manipulate a house to keep her, whereas Danielle just fucked up her own game by trying to save someone else.
Well, that's not really the way Vanessa stayed, in my opinion.
No, I think Vanessa just played a good social game and a good strategic game.
how,
to
do
go by
you
what
think,
Alex
how do
said.
you think Vanessa stayed?
Because like that week, Shelly like took James's shirt and James got pissed off about it, and James made his alliance vote when Shelly out.
How the fuck do you remember all of this?
Because like that's like the reason it happened. Like
In week 7, Shelley took a shit.
yeah, and James said that was the reason that like they had Shelly.
I don't even think it's just Shelley. They voted Shelley out because they were angry with it. That whole season was just a season full of people being pissed off and bitching about each other and to each other. That's it. It wasn't a good season.
I might would put this Danielle thing above Jason's move. Now that I think about it,
What?
maybe above the lying about being lesbian one. That would be a
What?
stretch.
Jose is you're so overrating Jose's. Like, I get he's really bad. Like, I agree. He is. If you had to rank all the Big Brother players, he's probably like right below, I don't know,
Lawan.
Devon.
yeah, Lawan or whoever, right? And Devin. Like, he's in that tier. But he has not made like a single, like, telling Devon, who is in his group, who's in his team, that he's going after Nicole, I don't think is like the worst 3 moves.
This
Maybe
is
like
what
top
I mean.
10. That's why I made 11.
If you put down Jose's whole game as the move, then I could agree with you. I really could. But just based on that sole thing, and especially I completely forgot Davon and him were on a team. So especially with that taken into effect, that's nowhere near as bad as half of these, and half of the ones that were
Come
out
on.
before it either.
You think
It's
that it's not even
He
that
wasn't safe past.
it's not
He
that
wasn't making jury regardless of anything. So it's really not that bad a move because it didn't fuck anything up.
It's not that he even said like, I'm just targeting Nicole. I'm targeting the vets, and then he dares to call himself the Messiah of Big Brother.
Okay, so
And
he's a
that-
bad player. We get it,
No,
but
yeah.
it's not a move. Him
But
calling himself
that-
is not a move. That's just him being.
No.
Look,
Alex,
hold
that
on.
isn't what the move was. The move was him telling Davon he wants Nicole out, not that he's coming for the vets. So if you wanted it that way, you should have specified.
It's
Oh,
obviously
now he's being logistical. All right, we're getting all way up track now.
Jose's
Okay,
move was worse
Marcel's
than this.
versus
I don't
the-
understand.
Nope.
this.
No,
I'm
it really
guessing,
wasn't. And
I'm
I think
guessing,
most people,
Second Marcellus versus Luan. I'm guessing.
yeah.
All right. Are we ready for number 2? All right. So
Yeah.
number 3 was Jose. Number 2,
Just
Say
gonna,
number 3 was Jose. Boy,
Big Brother 3. Marcellus not using the power of veto at the final 6.
final 5.
fine. It was
Five.
final 5.
I forgot Roddy. Anyways, I mean, like, what's there to say about this? Zach, why don't you explain this one?
Oh dear. So he was nominated, won the power of veto, and decided not to use it because he thought he had to deal with Danielle, if memory serves me right,
Sure.
Daniel and Jason.
and Jason. Right. It's still a stupid move, and I thoroughly don't understand it. Any chance you can use to keep yourself safe in Big Brother, you've got to use.
Luan, use the beer, you fool.
Yeah.
Romeo,
That's it.
thoughts on this move?
I've heard
Well,
this.
it's pretty obvious it's like a really bad move. Like,
It was number
it's
2.
like
It
the
was-
worst thing ever. Like, why would you not use to be telling yourself?
Well, did we all rank it second?
No, you ranked it 3rd, Tom.
Oh, that's right.
Us 2 ranked it 2nd.
I still don't understand the concept of it. Like, why would you even do that?
No. Yeah, but that is the one move we can say in this game cost anyone $500,000.
Wow.
To be fair,
Yeah.
to be fair to Marcellus, Amy did the exact same thing the week before, and it worked out for her.
Almost did the same exact thing.
No, she did the same
Yeah.
thing. She did not use the power of veto.
Did she not?
No, she did not use it. But
Oh.
Roddy went home instead. So Marcellus is probably thinking, "Hey,
Amy did it.
so maybe
I
if
can do
I do it."
I thought Amy used it on her that week.
No,
But
did
Amy
not use
did
the
it when
power of
he was
veto.
against someone who was obviously the target because he was.
It was against Roddy.
Yeah.
I think
And
when it
I-
comes down to
I think it
Final
was against
Five,
Amy.
though,
She
when it
almost
comes down to Final
Roddy.
Five, you can't trust shit, though. That's like
Sure.
fully game on point then.
To be fair, this is the first time that the power veto was ever implemented into Big Brother, and I do
Yeah.
just if this didn't happen to Marcellus, it would have happened to someone else down the road, and I think
Yeah.
that we're all happy that it did happen to Marcellus because now we have somebody to pin the blame on and be like, "Hey, I don't want to do that."
Yeah, you don't want to get Marcellus.
You don't want to get Marcellus.
I think it definitely didn't deserve to be number one, but I think it does deserve to. Like, there's reasonings behind it not being number one, as you said, with it being the first time POV was ever used.
Well,
But
the first season in
it's-
which POV was used.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Okay, pedantic asshole.
I have to make sure, 'cause, it's not the first time. It's first,
You know what I mean.
I'm just clarifying. I gotta clarify.
All right, are we all?
I'll let you off one.
Nope,
I think everyone knows why Marcellus.
none of us know what number one's
Yeah.
going to be though. So
Oh yeah, none of us know. I definitely
Um,
did not put it in the list already.
I've definitely not been saying it for the past like 7 guesses.
I told you it was
That's
gonna be
all.
first. I don't know why you kept saying it for like
I
9.
putting
Right, you can blame
You don't
Romeo.
trust Romeo.
It's
Never
literally
trust Romeo.
some of the
Why
things
is it
on
always
Romeo's
my
list.
Because
Because
Because you
your
had
list was
Vaughn
fucked up.
targeting Tiffany. Why would you have that? I don't
I just don't
understand.
understand why it's always my fault. I feel really attacked.
all right, number one. I think we all know what it is. It is Big Brother 13. Lawan saying basically self-evicting, I guess you could say, pretty much.
He's got superpowers.
He's gonna get evicted and come back with superpowers.
Yep.
Now let's unmute Zach. Oh, I have him muted. He has to unmute himself. Um, I muted you
You
all.
wanted
because
that big
you stopped
reveal.
talking.
I'm not going to speak. Right, this is the last time we're ever speaking, Alex, you prick. Friendship voided.
So Romeo, you explain what happened with Lawan, Exo.
Didn't he like think if he got evicted, he would come back with power or something?
Superpower.
You're,
Superpower.
you're the worst explainer in the world. I'll explain it.
Uh,
Basically,
Wow.
Big Brother 13, Kalia wins HOH. Kalia, Danielle, and Lawan are in the minority. They're trying to target the vets. So Brendan was just evicted from the Big Brother house, and Julie drops a little hint that there's going to be a special thing that brings someone back into the house. And so, very funny. Stop.
I didn't mean to do it twice. I'm sorry. I was trying to unmute.
Then, so Lawan volunteers after the veto was won by who? Jeff, I think.
Yeah.
Volunteers to be a pawn. Not just to be a pawn, to be a
evicted.
pawn and to go home so that he comes back with a superpower. And Danielle and Kalia are like, this is great. If he gets evicted and goes home and doesn't come back, and comes back, he won't be mad at us. It's just idiotic. My problem with this is Daniel Donato and Kalia Booker, who are good Big Brother players, more so Kalia than Danielle, they're good Big Brother players, and they agree with this. They agree to go along with
I
it.
think the worst part was the way they were like, they went to Rachel and they were like, you know what, you want to be safe? Let's make a deal. You can be safe, and you know what, you're gonna be safe. Like the way they went after it, they didn't make any deals with Rachel. They didn't make any deals with Jeff. They kind of just let it happen. And if they went, let's say they renom Jordan. Let's just say Rachel goes home. Rachel versus Brendan and by jury whatever comp. Brendan probably gives up for Rachel, and you never know. And then Danielle takes out another vet. You never know. Like this is the stupidest move. Not just for Luan, but for Danielle and for Kalia. It's just so bad.
No,
Just
wait,
so bad.
And then I forgot
let's
to
be
explain.
honest.
Lawan gets into Lawan has to battle back with Brendan, and Brendan, of course, wins because Lawan is useless and he's gone home. And then he was on the Price is Right Big Brother edition. He never appeared, but he was there. He was in the audience. He was waiting to be picked. Never picked because he's the dumbest player of all time.
He's about as delusional as Jose was by the sounds of it. Like powers.
Superpowers.
This ain't fucking Spider-Man.
He's a worse player than Jose.
Yeah, I can agree to that.
I still don't get how you have.
And Jose is.
We can argue about that like later.
Jose is probably.
This is like Jordan over Maggie. I just don't get it.
Of course, Jordan is the better winner of the two.
Wait,
By far.
Romeo.
in your
Okay, Romeo, what is your opinions on this, or do you have any?
Well, I just think it was dumb. I mean, I can kind of see like what he meant because like I would love to have superpowers too. Like if I could be able to fly and have super sense, that'd be cool. But yeah, it's not really a good mindset to have in the Big Brother house. So yeah, I think it was a really dumb move.
I mean, if you could fly and shit, fuck Big Brother, I would want to go back and bitch, yes!
I don't care what superpower I'd come back with. I would never ask to be evicted. I don't care if I got flying
Maybe
powers,
I'm-
teleportation, telepathic.
What if you? What if you got
Anything.
$51,000 to be evicted?
No, never,
No, no,
never.
What
It's Big
if-
Brother? It's the greatest game.
what
ever.
if-
I would never give anything up for it.
I would, right,
I would
if
always.
there was a superpower that I could like magic money into my bank account, I wouldn't come back in then. I'd take that.
The
Same.
only thing I would take would be if I had to give up my career in filmmaking, which
To what?
that would be the only
To
thing
get
that
in the
I'd
Big Brother house?
yeah,
Or
like to be asked to be evicted from the Big Brother house. That'd probably be the only thing. I would never quit Big Brother. Big Brother is
What about 10 gauge to
Fantastic.
count? Your 10
Oh
gauge
my
to count is
God.
that not that important?
I'd give up my 10 gauge in an instant to play on Big Brother.
What about for $50?
No.
10 gauge to count for $50?
I mean, didn't Jason basically give up 10 gauge to go and play real Big Brother?
No, he was never an active 10
Nah,
gauge.
he was never.
He got to green level, right? That takes something.
Light
You-
green. Light
You
green.
got you,
Still green.
even if you gave me a few $1 million, I don't think I would pass up Big Brother.
No. How
I
much
would.
would you give up for your 10 gauge account? Like $100?
Oh, 10 gauge? Few million.
Boy,
I'll do for like
bye.
100.
If I get the choice first,
You're
a few
joking.
million.
If you offered me like $50, I'd be like, it's my email in case you need to log into that to change the password.
Not for
See you
50.
later.
50's not enough.
I feel like $50.
No,
I have a blood
50
too.
Well,
Look,
I think it's about time.
Here's my thing.
I think we should
Look,
close the show
bullies.
now.
Here's my thing.
Oh,
I get
You've
paid.
hardly been here. Shut up,
I get-
Romeo.
I get paid to make YouTube videos, all right? So, like, doing YouTube Survivor, I get paid to do that. So, I get the people
I
from
you
10
couldn't even give us like a $20 PayPal account, a PayPal token
No, I get
for a
50,
winner. That
I get 50 to 60 bucks a month from YouTube. I'm making
Fair,
money
$20.
on this at this point, so I'm keeping 10 gauge for a good bit.
I want co-star wages.
I'm basically making money off of you guys right now. So, thanks.
I want co-star wages. Best send me like 20 T's or something.
So, as we all know, the worst move is Jose talking to
Yeah, that
Talking
all
to
three of us disagree. It's not.
I'm
Literally,
joking.
it's not even just us three. It'd be like everyone on this planet that has a brain cell.
Anyone who has watched Big Brother 18 and Big Brother 6 will know which is the worst move.
Big Brother 6.
Or Big Brother 8, sorry.
Oh,
Can I ask? I wasn't here.
You
Was
You
Paul evicting James on this list?
No.
no,
Why?
because he would he
Because he would
wouldn't
have lost
won.
with either.
Yeah,
He
he
would have won. They literally said he would have won.
He wouldn't have because the jury was bitter against him with Nicole. They would have been bitter against him with
But like, I'm
James.
pretty sure the jury like even said like he would have won.
No, they didn't. Natalie would have voted.
Rejected.
Natalie was the swing vote, and she only voted for Nicole because she had a pussy. That's literally the only. She said that.
Wait,
Natalie has
My
said that
question is, why didn't Devon? Why did
Because-
Devon vote?
because she
Because she-
wanted a girl to win against a guy.
So
No, that's
wouldn't
not.
Devon-
That's not why she.
Devon voted for James?
That
Or
wasn't her.
Devon-
voted all over James?
No. Devon voted gameplay. That's what Devon voted. It wasn't just because she wanted the girl to win.
No, she did not. No, she did
No,
not.
why do you
She's-
think that though? Because
she's
she's like been
explained-
after females
she-
before.
She
She's
was
not even a
saying,
feminist.
she was saying all throughout Big Brother that like every time the jury come back, she was like,
But-
"All right, Paul is playing the best game at this point, and I do not want to see him come into this game because he's playing the best game."
No,
Then
but she
all of
also
a
said
sudden-
that Nicole's playing a really good game. So like, she's like,
but Nicole didn't
Yeah,
play.
she did.
Paul played a good game.
She did.
I thought Nicole,
Nicole
played a
played
good
a
game.
good social game. She played a brilliant social game. She ran that house, and literally
Paul
every blog
played-
I've seen about it has agreed with that. So don't even try that.
Paul played a
In-
better
in-
social
in the
game
final
and
jury
strategic
speech,
game than
Paul made
Nicole
him
Franzel
seem-
did.
Paul made himself seem like more of an underdog. Like he really had to stress the fact that he was alone because he was the last non-vet.
I knew that. He started from the bottom and went to the top. That's impressive.
Yeah, and I think, but I think
about him now. Here,
saying his moves would have been a smarter thing to say, not like I'm the underdog.
I don't. Right. I think you're biased against
Nicole-
Paul because he's your favorite.
he's not my favorite anymore. I don't like him anymore.
Change. Oh my God! You saw the light. I'm shook.
Well, I don't hate him, but I mean, I'd rather Mark.
Oh, I hate him.
Jody- I'd rather Mark and Jody go home, but and maybe Alex and Jason too. But
It's so weird though because like last season I did like Paul last season.
I love.
Like, I really like Paul.
That's what I'm
Both
talking
same,
about.
both same.
Paul
But I don't
Paul deserved to win over James, over Corey, over Nicole, over basically anyone in the game. I think he played the best game of Big Brother 18. The jury was very bitter against him, especially people like Michelle and Natalie.
I wish.
Michelle voted
I
for
wish
him.
Paul.
Are we going to end this? Or?
Michelle voted for him?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought
it was
I thought she was
Michelle,
one of the
Bridget,
5 votes.
James, and someone else.
Oh, yeah, it was
Okay, right.
Bridget. Bridget was very bitter against him.
No, Bridget voted for him too.
No, Bridget didn't vote.
No,
Bridget
Bridget,
voted.
Right,
Bridget wanted a girl to
I'm
win.
checking.
No, Bridget voted for Paul. It was Bridget.
No,
No,
Yes.
it would have been. She
Right,
Paul
guys.
would've won 5-4 if Devon and Bridget votes wouldn't have counted.
But Bridget voted. Okay, Bridget voted for Paul. Literally.
No.
Mm-mm.
Yes. Someone check the Wikipedia. I remember this.
I am-
I'm checking the Wikipedia as well. I'm googling as we.
And
I'll
they've
bet you
won-
like $5 that Bridget.
Bridget.
And
was
they've
pretty
won-
Are we
tall.
looking for who? Are we looking for who voted for Paul? Is that what we're looking for?
No, Bridget
Yeah.
voted for.
Okay, 2 seconds.
Yeah. Devon isn't
Does
the type
Bridget-
of person to only vote for a female just because she's a female.
Yes, she is.
No,
That's-
she is.
No, she isn't. Like, if you
She
actually
is.
know her, she's not that kind of person.
You
Oh
know
my
her.
God, you don't actually-
You know her personally?
You have to
You know her
say.
personally, Romeo?
Yes, actually, I do. We
Devon
went out
and
for
him
a
have
drink
kikis
once.
every day.
It's a nice conversation.
Out on a drink. Out on a drink. I'm crying.
No.
Yeah.
Right.
Devon.
Yeah, Bridget.
Zach
Bridget voted
person
Paul.
do that.
What?
Bridget did
No,
vote Paul. She did. Devon, Zakia, Paulie, Natalie, and Corey voted for Nicole. James, Victor, Michelle, and Bridget voted for Paul.
That's why I
Good
said.
job. You would have won $5. Should have took it.
Who did James vote for?
Paul.
James
Oh.
voted for. No, yeah.
You
No,
voted
James
for
voted
Paul?
for Paul. Yeah, for Paul. Yeah.
Really? Man, these votes.
Yeah.
You guys don't even remember. Like, how can you argue for when you don't remember?
I thought
Who did Paulie
James
vote
voted
for?
for Nicole.
Paulie
Paulie
voted
was
for
for
Nicole.
Nicole. See, Paulie was
understand.
bitter as well.
I don't understand that. I guess
Vote for
he was better. The only vote I understand is Corey.
Then again,
That's the only
No!
vote that I
Oh, Zakia, that's right. I thought no,
I
my
was going
bad.
to say
Okay,
I
we
think
all know. We
Zakia
all know
voted for
Zakia
My
voted
bad.
for Nicole.
I switched Zakia's and Bridget's placement. I thought Bridget voted after Jake.
We all know Zakia voted for Nicole because Paulie told her to. For
Yeah.
some reason.
I was
Which
going
I
to say,
still
but their
don't understand.
votes are interconnected. I fucking hate Zakia.
So I was right. It would have been 5-4 if the last 2 jury votes didn't count. I just thought Bridget and Zakia's placements were switched. My bad.
I'm
So-
surprised Devon made jury. That was surprising.
I was so happy.
Yeah,
I was like, let's go.
She's such a bad player.
Okay, shut
I
up.
think she isn't made. No, right, Romeo. She is a bad Big Brother player, but she'd be better.
Okay,
on,
but
like,
no one,
as we were saying
but
before,
no one ever
Survivor.
said. No one ever said she was a good player. So
Yes.
We've literally
Well,
just
why
been
would
talking
you
about her being a
say
good
that?
player and a bad player.
Then why are you getting mad at me saying she's a bad player?
because like I don't want to hear my girl being trashed, you know.
Okay, I put up with you guys saying Paul should have beat Nicole in the end for some.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
Nicole should beat Paul in the end for some stupid reason.
I mean, I
So-
thought it was pretty close.
I think
Like,
that was a good.
I think it was a
That
land.
was one of the. I think that was one of the closest votes to decide between. That was a hard vote because they both played a really good game.
And
I don't
Nicole
even
played-
like Nicole. I hate Nicole.
Same. Oh, have you seen Victor and Nicole now being a couple? That's weird.
That's cute.
Yeah, it's really vile.
Just say cute. She looks
I
like
like
she looks like she's gone like thoroughly anorexic. And
I haven't seen her.
All right, are we?
I mean, I guess it's better.
Are we just
I
talking?
guess, I
Or
guess
have you
it's
been-
better than with Corey.
I feel like we're on a tangent a little bit.
Yeah, we
yeah,
should close out the
tangents.
show.
Lawan is
Thank
the
you for
worst.
listening.
What we know is Lawan is the worst.
yeah, Lawan
Thank
was
you for
was-
listening,
Can we
everyone.
all agree that Lawan Exum is the worst move player of Big Brother?
Yes.
Yes,
Sure.
I would say Jose is like a close second or third though because he was just awful.
What the fuck?
Oh,
We're talking about
what?
players' moves.
No,
Players and moves.
right, we're talking about as
Hey.
players, not moves.
Okay.
As
I
a
will-
player,
'cause-
he's one of the worst.
He is one of the worst players.
But that's
Not one of the
specific
worst.
move itself. I
He's-
literally
he's
said
one of the
he's
worst
one of the worst
movers.
players. Don't correct my correctness.
He's one of the worst players in the Moving Company Alliance.
Wait, did you guys count anything to be OTT?
No.
No,
Because Big Brother OTT is one of the absolute worst seasons of any reality
I
TV
liked
show that I've ever
that
seen.
game. It was so drama.
Don't you come fucking.
Yeah,
Jason was a
but
king.
Justin sucked. Danielle sucked.
Oh,
Freaking
Danielle
Chrissy
was
sucked.
good.
The whole late night crew or whatever sucked. The only likable
Well, I-
people were not even all the ball smashers, just half of the ball smashers. Shelby was not likable, and neither was Whitney. Really, it was
Oh.
only Morgan, Alex Scott and Cornbread, and Cornbread without
Ew, Alex is okay.
I
Alex
liked-
is like. Wait, can I just say?
Alex is hot. Alex is
Alex
the hottest.
Willett. Alex Willett is like the most disgusting person I've ever seen on reality TV, in my
She-
opinion.
She's
I
the
hate-
hottest contestant to ever play the game. So
Right. Romeo, you'll know what I'm talking about here. If you think she's the worst, I'm going to flash you back to Helen Wood from BB UK.
Ew.
That reaction just answers it.
I don't know. There's Jen Johnson.
Go and
But at
search
least
Helen
she's,
Wood.
at least she's entertaining.
Jen Johnson is
Helen
not
Wood
entertaining.
managed-
Jen Johnson is the least entertaining person on the entire planet.
She has the
What?
personality of a plank.
She's less entertaining than Adam.
She
Sandler.
cried over her picture. How is?
Romeo, have you watched Ed, Ed and Eddie
We what?
before?
I
You know the
have.
cartoon Ed, Ed and Eddie? Do
Oh,
I
I
have.
used to when I was like a kid.
you remember Plank, the piece of wood with the face drawn on it?
Probably.
Likability and personality than Jen Johnson.
Look, Plank
Well,
is one of the best characters in Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
I think we should close the
actually
show now
serious.
because we're still live.
I'm
Probably.
actually being serious. Is my thing. Ed and Eddie is one of my
Well,
5 favorite
viewers,
shows.
thank you for listening to us. I hope you had a good day listening to us, everyone. And the
Who do
show
you
is
think you
finished.
are coming in at the final 7 things and saying when we end it?
Yeah,
Excuse you.
us. What do you mean us? Us 3 and Romeo for the last 5.
Less
You are like the guest feature.
Yeah.
So, shout out to the one viewer who watched this entire thing. There was like 3 at one point, but it went down to 1. And this one guy's been here the entire time. We're
Was
probably,
it Rodrigo? Oh, Rodrigo.
probably.
That was me on my other browser.
He's still watching. So,
Comment who you are before we end.
here you are.
Yeah, we want to know if we want to give you an actual shout out.
I can't even see the chat, so I have no clue.
I can.
By the way, Daniel
tell
Lecky
you.
was not a bad player.
Comment when the stream is over who you were, and then we'll love you in
Big
real life.
Brother OTT was disgusting.
It was. I'm glad they're not doing a
Comment-
second season.
Comment if
No, it was.
Jose
It
is
was really like dramatic.
Look, Justin is a sexist.
That was
Danielle
two
is
sides to the house.
fucking stupid.
There's
Shane-
two sides to like every house, if not more. Boy.
Yeah, and Shelby were
Well, that's not true.
like people.
No,
Shelby
I-
is a total bitch.
I
Big Brother
agree.
12, there's only like one side.
I do agree
Yeah.
that Alex was a disgusting person.
What?
Oh, good.
Why?
Yeah, I don't like Alex because
She's
she's just
hot and a gamer and a nerd.
looks have nothing to do with personality.
Her personality is great.
Is what sucked. No, it's not. It fucking sucked ass. She was a disgusting person and a disgusting player. Okay, maybe not a disgusting player. She did pretty well, but disgusting person.
I don't. Give me some evidence of that.
I just don't. Right, it's a personal opinion. I didn't like her personality. I am entitled to that opinion.
I love her
He is
personality.
entitled to that opinion.
The way you didn't like Paul's personality, the way you like Paul's and I didn't. The way we don't like Jen's, but Romeo does. That's just my opinion. I
And the
didn't
way
like
you
her.
hate Jose.
You have to have other opinions to back up your opinions.
I don't like someone, I don't like someone. What's the problem?
I hate when people do that.
If I don't, right, you're not going to like every person on this planet. That's impossible. It just because you like someone doesn't mean I have to like them. There's certain qualities in people
Except
that I
for
like.
Donnie
I'm just saying.
Thompson. If you don't like Donnie Thompson, then
That's
I do
very
like
true.
Donnie.
I mean, like,
Who
what are
doesn't
you?
like Thompson?
Like, what are you if you don't like Donnie Thompson?
That's very true.
I mean, there's still going to be people that don't like him as well. It's just people
Well,
find
maybe
certain
people
things.
would. Not for personality.
People find certain things annoying, and people like some people love overly energetic, happy people. Some people find it the most irritating thing on this planet. It's just a matter of personal preference.
That's stupid.
God, Alex, your opinion.
I'm sorry, I can't accept someone whose opinion who I had to argue with for like 2 hours with facts that Paul was a bully. You literally
I'm
said
just
no one
saying.
gave you facts, and I gave you so many facts, and you just tried to shut them all down with no logic.
I had very logical details.
You had no logic.
I still don't.
explained everything
I still
anybody
don't think. I still don't think he's a bully. I just don't like him as much.
He encouraged people to go out and attack other people. That is being a ringleader. Maybe he didn't do the initial bullying, but he was the ringleader that masterminded them. He
Oh, yeah,
was the
I can agree
reason
with
that
that.
you believe.
The thing
That
is, with
makes
the
you
game,
less.
I don't look. There are no morals in the Big Brother house. Morals are
Yes, there are.
dropped as soon as the game
Oh,
starts.
so if there's no morals, then it's fine to rape someone in the Big Brother house, then yeah.
No,
Yeah, exactly. Point proven.
that's not a moral.
That is a moral. It's morally incorrect to do that. to someone.
That and murder are not morals. So no.
So it's fine to punch someone in the
They're
face for no
they're
reason. That's
crimes.
immoral.
They're crimes.
Yes, they're crimes.
I've just come to the conclusion that we can't argue with Alex because Alex is just going to come pull out some bullshit ass excuse as to why we're wrong. It's like, I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm right.
This is why I'm a movie reviewer.
This
Thank
is
you
why
guys.
you shouldn't be.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like it, hit that like button. If you disagree with Tim and Zach and Romeo, then you're on my side and you're a fan of me. Then, I like you as a person, and I hope you continue watching my videos because I like you. If you disagree with me and agree with them, then
Then you're logical and you actually think before you just instantly judge and you value other people's.
Yeah,
you're stupid. I love
I love you really, Alex.
yeah.
Yeah, we love you.
Yeah. Anyways,
It's
thank you
called-
guys so much for watching. If you like it, hit that like button. If you subscribe, hit that subscribe button. That made no sense. I don't care anymore. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys. Let me turn on cam to do the outro. See you guys in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.
Stealing his thing.